Hey, it's Kelly here, former crack addict, recovery coach, and Life Beyond Sobriety. That is my private online community for people in addiction recovery who want to set big goals now that they're sober and make those goals happen. We learn strategies in weekly live coaching sessions to make those things come true. Go to lifebeyondsobriety.com and check it out 2 weeks for free.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of No Snooze. No Snooze. Yes, sir. Listen, man, we got a jam-packed episode for y'all today. This is the morning show powered by the people for the people. We're here to talk about a few things, get a couple messages in there. So the day before election day, so I'm sure it's Christmas for somebody. People who are in politics. Pirate, my man. W cocaine for sure. L cocaine, by the way. L cocaine. Don't do cocaine if you're listening. Yeah, man. I'm 1/4 of this conglomerate. I go by the name of Dezo the introvert. I'm here to bring y'all information about the culture, movies, music, news, just overall culture in general. I'm gonna be joined by Easy, Context. Ox may make an appearance, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Shoot. First things first, man. How y'all feeling? I need everybody in chat to let me know how they feeling, man. Yeah, what I say, man. It's Pirates Christmas and Olympics rolled in one. So we'll see, man. We'll see. We got a couple news topics to run down. TGI Fridays went out of business, or not went out of business, but they filed for bankruptcy. We got Lil Uzi Vert's album dropped. We'll check that out. See how he did first week sales. We'll also see Jackson Hayes might be done, like his career might be finished because he has that tape on him with him and his girlfriend, and it's not looking good for him. It is not looking good. That domestic violence will get you in trouble every single time, man. But before we get into all that, I just want to run down the weather. Got to do my due diligence and give y'all some weather updates for the week. It's a beautiful Monday here. Well, not here in Atlanta. It's pretty cloudy. It's a low of 57, high 71, cloudy today. But the rest of the week is looking decent. It's gonna rain on Wednesday and Thursday in Atlanta. So if you're in the Georgia, Atlanta area, make sure you bring out the umbrellas for Wednesday and Thursday. If you're in Chicago, today it's gonna be raining. And tomorrow it's gonna rain all day, actually. But if you're in Chicago, it's gonna be cold the rest of the week. From Wednesday to Friday, it's gonna be a high of 58 and 59 on those 3 days. Low of 45 to 42 and a 41 for Friday. So it's gonna be a little colder in Chicago. If you live in Los Angeles or anywhere in the Los Angeles area, it's gonna be a high of 76, low of 50, high of 71. Let me bring Easy up here, by the way. Easy.
Yo, what's the word, y'all? Yo, top of the morning. Yo, what's the word, Dezo? Salute, y'all. Shit, yo, a nigga fucking snooze button went off real quick. I ain't gonna hold y'all. Nigga snooze button went off, but I'm here though. Nigga snooze button went off, yo. But yo,
yeah. Let me just run down the weather real quick, and then I'll let you introduce yourself to the people. So yeah, but for Los Angeles, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, all pretty much mid 70s. A low of low 50s. And then it's gonna be sunny, man. It's just a sunny state. It's a sunny state in California. if you live in New York, let me get that out for you. It's gonna be a low of 40, high of 60 today. A low of 51, high of 72 for Tuesday, and then a low of 61, high of 77 for Thursday, or not Thursday, for Wednesday. The next day it's gonna drop a little bit with a low of 51, high of 67 for Thursday. Next week it's gonna get a little cooler in New York. So
do you hear that fluctuation right there? Do you hear that fluctuation?
yeah, it's gonna be up and down for y'all.
All my New York people, you already know what that is. That's that fucking New York weather right there. Make sure y'all bundle up. This is where you get sick at.
Yeah, it's cold. It's cold in flu season. You know what I'm saying? With the weather fluctuating like that, people gonna get sick. So make sure y'all wearing what y'all supposed to wear for those appropriate days, man. But yeah, man, if you live in Miami, last but not least, if you live in Miami, let me bring that up real quick. High of 85, low of 75 today. And then for the rest of the week, it's gonna be all highs of mid 80s and then lows of high 70s. So it's gonna be beautiful weather in Miami. It's gonna rain. It's gonna be light showers for Tuesday and Wednesday, but that's pretty much it. Hey, if you live in Miami or around that area, shoot, go crazy. Hit the beach up. I'm sure y'all can go out and not fear for nothing. But yeah, that's the weather report for today. My boy Context pulled up at the perfect time to give y'all the financials. Context. First off, introduce yourself to the people, and then break some money down.
Yo, what's the word, y'all? Oh man, top of the top.
It's been a while since you had your camera on, my nigga. You know
yeah, man. Yeah, man. Not too much, man. But yeah, man. Nah, I'm back from hiding. You know what I'm saying? Popped out real quick. This show was going on.
Was crazy.
Yeah. Word. Nah, I had to hide out real quick. But yeah, man. You know the vibes, man. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It's a morning show for the people, powered by the people, man. Let me just get y'all into the financials real quick, and then we're gonna get y'all with the rest of the show. Hold on. I had this right. Yeah. All right, bet. So gold went down. It went down this week. No, not this week. It went down from last time that we spoke. It went down 15 from last time we spoke. It's at $2,743. But it was up it went up this week. So it's down from the last time we spoke, but it went up $6 this week. Silver is at $32.73. It went down last week by a dollar, but it went up 28 cents from the last time that we spoke. Copper has relatively stayed the same. It's roughly around 441. Platinum, it went down. Damn, even after the Little Weezy concert, that's crazy. I thought that would have went up, but it's at $9.96. It went down about $7 from last week, and it went down 13 from the last time that we spoke. So I guess people's not respecting the big timers and shit like that. Niggas don't care that BG came home. It's just over. Platinum is over for Platinum. It's tough.
BG got to put in more work. That's what's got to go happen right now.
BG got to put in more work, yo, son. I'm not gonna hold you, son. Every time I see BG, son, I'm like, God damn, son. Like, I don't know, son. Some look off of BG. I'm not gonna hold you. BG look like he's delayed. Like he's like a year delayed. Everything. I don't know what's going on, son. I don't know, son.
I don't think he's gonna appreciate that, bro.
Nah. Yo, no disrespect. No disrespect, BG. I'm just saying, like, son just looked. I don't know, man. That I got my thoughts on that Weezy concert, man. I'm not gonna hold you, man. That was it was weird. It was weird to watch. It was cool, but it was weird to watch. I'm not gonna hold you. Yo, salute, Dubs. What's the word, man?
Dubs, what's good?
All the people that's in there, man.
Shout out to the chat.
Like, comment, subscribe. Oh my God. Oh snap. My guy Irvin's back in the building. Okay. Salute to Pirate Bill in the building. Oh yeah, for sure. Bob Meadows. Oh yeah, just to let you guys know, crude oil. They might even finish. Let y'all know what's going on. Hold on, give me 1 second. So, the stock market actually. Thank you for reminding me, Pirate. So the stock market kind of underperformed. Nasdaq didn't do so well. Nasdaq went down about 5.5%. The Dow Jones went about 26%. The SP 500 went up about 6%. The top 5 earners right now are Sunrun, which is like a solar company, energy company. So that's another place to look into. Energy is going to be, especially with this election, energy is probably one of the biggest things to look into in terms of investments. Metals as well, obviously, gold, aluminum is definitely a great metal to invest in. But to continue off with the stocks, Yum China Holes, that is a
What?
restaurant holding company. Yeah.
What? Wait. What's the name of it?
Right.
Yum China Holdings. Yum China
Oh,
Holdings.
bro, that's not what I heard something first time. I thought you said Young China Hose. I'm like, what? Young China
Oh,
Yeah,
Hose?
Dezo.
wow.
Yeah, Dezo. Yeah, Dezo. Yeah, Dezo.
Wow.
I see where
Yeah,
your
that's
mind at this
insane. Go
morning,
take a
but
lap.
it's all good though.
Go take a lap on that one. Yeah, go
Right,
take a
right,
lap
right,
on
right.
that one. Holy
It's
smokes.
all good. It's all good, bro.
Holy
It's all
smokes.
good.
Hey
I don't
man,
even know how
listen,
you
man. I mean,
hoes.
if it's business is business, bro. Business is business. Business is booming. Retail opportunity. Retail opportunity. So that's like a retail holding company that partners with a lot of retail places. Also, the Chemours company, that is a chemical company that is on the top. They actually did about 15% in the past day. And also to round it off, Fresh Pet Inc., a pet company. Who would have thought? Those are the top 5 gainers for today. I'll keep you updated. And also, just to let you guys know what's going on with crude oil. Crude oil is at $71 a barrel. So it's going to stay relatively around that pricing due to the quote unquote promise that they're not going to hit certain oil companies and oil barrel factories during this war that's happening in the Middle East. These countries, which is that's another story. The fact that there are negotiations being made to attack certain areas, but no. Don't hit this. Like we've all agreed, we don't want to hit this. Insane, right? Even in war, there's business. Crazy. Who would
Hey,
have thought?
there could be tactics and morals in business. Like, hey, we have a problem to dispute, but yo, let's not hit this. Let's go
No.
fuck everybody up.
No.
Why do
You
that?
can't pick and choose. You can't pick. Okay, realistically, I understand what you're saying. Yes, I agree. Right, that with there's always big business at play, right? And also the ramifications if you do blow up an oil reserve or drilling spot, whatever the case, the catastrophe that can really occur and the ripple effect is really terrible, right?
That shit could blow back on me.
So no. But let's put that to the side a little bit. What I'm saying is, if we're beefing, we're beefing. This is not like your little standard beef where you're like, moms and kids. They've been bombing on people's children, but they don't care about that. Human life is not. There's no parameters being set for human life. However, there's parameters for a commodity, which is oil. You get what I'm saying? Like for a natural.
But there's rules. There's rules to war though. Like they do have.
That's true.
Rules.
That is true.
Like some countries,
that's
are
true.
more.
Some people. There we go.
Yeah.
There we go.
Some more so than others like to bend those rules a little bit. But
Right.
it's supposed to be rules to war.
If I'm not mistaken, there was like they were using, and I don't think you're allowed to use it. I think there was like a Geneva Pact or something like that, where you're not supposed to use certain materials, right? I think white phosphorus is one of them. But they will show like a video. I saw a video. I'm gonna see if I can send it to you. There was a video of like either a thermite being dropped in a certain area, and you could see, or white phosphorus, whatever the case may be. But you can see it literally looks like raining fire. And this is in Ukraine. It's like this is in Ukraine. Like you see, right? Like it literally looks like. And as the thermite or the white phosphorus is falling down onto it, the car catches on. It sparks up and catches on fire. The building catches on fire. Like imagine living through that. So that's all my point is. Now they're gonna avoid big, certain areas that can create bigger explosions. You know what I mean? Like catastrophic events. But still, you're still harming human life. Like, you get what I'm saying? So it's like, you can't pick and choose. Like, I understand there are rules of war. But come on, son. Like, yo, what are we doing here? You're picking and choosing in everything? You're moving the goalposts in everything? War is war, bro.
That's what it is, context. Like, people are going to be, firm about certain subjects and then loose about other things. You know what I'm saying? It's just the way that the world works, man.
That's true. That's definitely true.
But let's get into it, man. Context, why are you voting for Trump? Let's get into it.
What the
wow.
What the fuck?
The jump was crazy.
What?
Wait,
what? No. That's not what we're gonna do.
The segue. Oh God.
What Ox when you need it, bro? That's MAGA Ox. That's
easy.
MAGA.
Why is Kamala Harris gonna win tomorrow? Go.
Whoa.
Let's get into it.
Yo, listen, bro. I'm gonna keep it a band with you. This is a shit show. A pure shit show. I'm gonna be honest with you. The fact that I saw Gorilla perform, thank God it's Friday.
Oh yeah, go
at a convention.
What are we doing?
What are we doing?
Presidential convention.
And then you had and like that's why I said like a lot of people are like, this is a shit show on both sides, in my opinion. To go, what was it the Madison Square Garden guy? What was it? What's this guy's name that messes with Joe Rogan? Tony Hitchcliffe, whatever his name is. The whole Puerto Rico thing and like all these statements that he was making, like that was like a little bit over the top. Now, here's my thing. I enjoy dark humor. There's a time and place for everything. This ain't it. Comedy. This is what let's put this into like real, like let's put this into the bigger picture, right?
And we also have a political guy in the chat, Pirate. Pirate, feel free to come join if you want to chime in on.
Yeah, because my thing is like, because we're not even a political show, but my point is I'm just showing all the smoking mirrors that's behind this foolishness, bro. On both sides, you got one side that is just gonna roast you to death, right? They're gonna try to just crack jokes. That was the whole thing. The whole campaign was cracking jokes. I'm gonna see how funny but that's how normally Trump is. That's what he goes for. He understands his star power. He understands he embraces being the villain. He's cool with that. He's probably mastered that throughout his whole time on television, right? Chilling with Vince McMahon. Like this guy knows how to play to the crowd, right? And then on the other side, you just have these random darts being thrown at a wall. We're just gonna do this. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. We're gonna placate to this. We're gonna placate to this. So that's what I'm saying. Like you have comedians on one side that's roasting, that's making inappropriate jokes, not really talking about the issues. Now, here's the funny thing that doesn't make sense to me. They write down, like there are presentations, right? Writing down PDF files and stuff like that of what their bullet points are. Like, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this. And then when you speak, it's like, so you cannot elaborate on the things that you were talking about in writing,
right? Yeah.
Or have the conversation with energy department leaders, financial leaders, economic if you're going to go on a Wall Street Journal, you're going to have it with someone that knows that what they're speaking about, right? If you're going to have interviewers, you're not going to go and interview streamers that have no idea what you're talking about, that it doesn't affect them regardless. You're talking to people that it doesn't affect them regardless. And it just shows you it's a microcosm of what this plays no part into individual lives unless you make it about that. You understand what I'm saying? Because the thing about it is you affect your community through local elections. Everybody should understand that now. It's through economics and your local elections, and then from there you move up and you're able to lobby towards the larger picture. But for the most part, if you're trying to affect your area or individually yourself, first you gotta affect it locally. You can't do anything else. So that's why I said to make this whole. We watched like campaign after campaign forcing people, oh yeah, blah 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 blah, to vote and this and that. It's just been a shit show, in my opinion. I did not see anything that made me feel confident to make a decision. Everything has been created, in my opinion, to create more indecision and more emotional like discourse. That's what it did. It didn't really do anything, and it didn't provide clarity for people. It didn't provide a sense of direction for people. It just created more controversy, in my opinion.
Yeah, if I'm being honest, listening to both parties, like just completely, like one is all right. So one is pandering to get votes in the Democratic Party. Kamala Harris. Jesus Christ, what's going on?
Yeah, motherfucker need to move out the way. That's what's going on right now. Fuck out the way.
Right, move around.
Kamala Harris talking about, she's going to legalize recreational marijuana. She gets elected, and just doing all kind of stuff to try and get votes. And it's like, it looks tacky, bro. Like
what were you doing in California? If you felt like this now, so now you, yo, son, that's that. What is biting that side also is the fact that you have also not only you've had opportunities in your vice presidency, right? And don't get me wrong, obviously the vice president has a certain set of obligation, blah blah. You may not even be able to be in certain conversations, but what it comes across as is that you are saving all of your information, all of your tactics that you were going to do, right? And you didn't help the person that you're supposed to be helping, right? Which was the president at the time.
We got a special guest in the building, ladies and gentlemen. Sir Pirate with the sun.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey,
Hold on, how the sun is just like gleaming on him. You know what I'm saying? He's he looks.
Well, yeah, man. I mean, thanks to this Biden administration, gas is $18 a gallon, so I gotta sit here and charge my electric car for an hour. So I got plenty of time to burn.
What, you want a Tesla? You want a Tesla?
No, a Kia.
Oh, you had a Kia? Okay. Just an EV. Got you.
Pirate man, how are you doing this morning?
Real good, man. Real good. Yeah. So you guys were on air. Figure tap in. Got a lot to talk about. Got a lot to talk about with context here because I had to go and do some more research on Otis Blackwell. So
okay.
Oh shit.
So we can get to that.
Hold on. Before we get to the Otis Blackwell, definitely just want to get a summary of your thoughts of this campaign so far, and if there's anything that kind of stuck out to you, without getting the show clipped. Go ahead, the floor is yours, brother.
I'll try to be nice. Can you hear me?
You called it.
Yeah, that's how true it is. All right, Byron, we're gonna need you to go in and out. They already started.
Yeah, I'll try.
They already know what you want.
Okay. I'll try not to get you guys kicked off the internet. I got a couple squads of kids on me 24/7. So
yo, you gotta get one of these.
I'll watch my words, but
you gotta get one of these, man. You gotta get some shades, brother. Gotta get some shades, man.
Get some shades. I think they'll still recognize you. What's that? Hold on. What's that beeping? Is that me?
Brother, anytime.
Yeah, I think
that's you beeping. That's you
beeping. Yeah, that might be.
Wait. All right. Hey, hold on. I don't know what.
Are you getting
I know what it is. Oh yeah. Here. I'll be right back. Talk amongst yourselves.
Yo, Tex, I'm telling you, you called it the minute you said it. Everything just started going wacky.
They said what? they said
you about to do what?
You
about to say what? Hold on, though. I got you right now.
Put him down real quick, so then while he's
right.
But yeah, before we get into the Otis Blackwell thing, so just to finish off, like in my opinion, like that was I don't know. I just feel like it just created more indecision. There's a lot of like things that you could point to on both sides that doesn't make the other side look redeeming. So in my opinion, hey, go do your own independent research. Go with your own gut. You know what I'm saying? If you want to participate, you can. If you don't, that's your right. And then from now, I guess we'll find out in a couple of days what the American people think or what whoever thinks. Because in my opinion, you're selected, not elected. But that's neither here or there.
Right.
In other news, real quick, as we wait for Pirates to come back and chop it up in regards to that. Oh man, another gatekeeper down, man. R.I.P. man to the diabolical one, Quincy Jones, man.
Oh
yeah, he's out of here. He is
man.
Yeah, R.I.P. to Quincy Jones. Motown legend, music icon, right? Let's give appropriate credit where credit is due. One of the pillars in modern day, quote unquote, black music, right?
Right.
A pioneer. Obviously, paired with the iconic Michael Jackson in executive production for Bad, Thriller, and Off the Wall. So, I mean, with those three albums alone, you know what I mean? He's in the Hall of Fame.
He's in GOAT conversation.
Yeah, he's in the Hall of Fame with just those three alone. But I mean, even with that, without that, he's still, you know what I'm saying? Right. At the top of the food chain in regards to that. Obviously, there's been a little bit of, controversy in his last couple of interviews. But nonetheless, he's still an icon. Even though there's a lot of people that have mixed feelings about him, especially recently. I don't know if you've been seeing Easy, but a lot of people has been kind of throwing him under the bus, man. Feeling like he was one of the people that kind of taught this game of leveraging, being predatory, this predatory nature. They think that he's probably one of the people that kind of taught, the ditties and the, you know what I mean?
I mean,
what do you guys feel about that? I don't know if you guys been paying attention, but he's been saying a lot of salacious stuff. I mean, even talking about what's his name, that when he passed away, the black comedian, he revealed that he was gay. What's his name? Oh man, what's his name? Damn, he's mad famous too, bro. Like Richard Pryor. He was one of the first. Yeah. He was one of the first people that was talking about that. Remember, he was talking about a whole bunch of stuff. He was like exposing a lot of things. As he got older, a lot of people were saying that he was turning senile, and he said, "Yo, we're gonna let it go." But nonetheless, gotta give credit where credit is due, man. The guy's an icon. The guy's a legend. Had his hand in damn near all of the classics that we revere to this day. So, gotta give credit where credit is due. Thoughts on him passing away, Easy?
It's really sad to see. It's crazy. I was listening to a Quincy Jones song the other day. I gotta check it back in my phone, but that shit was. I'm telling you, yo, real quick, yo, when you put your shit on shuffle and you hear all the shit the heat that you got, this shit is crazy. Yo, man, it's sad to man. R.I.P. Quincy Jones, man. I mean, I did hear like some of that talk too. I'm not gonna lie to you. I did hear some of that talk.
Right.
I mean, I heard like. I didn't know Quincy Jones' name was a part of that whole conversation, but I mean, if we're gonna throw him into that boat right there, I mean, people have their beliefs and their opinions. I mean, at the end of the day, it's a lot of people that's like talking from the outside looking in. We have to take the people words that are talking from the inside, and then even then, some of their viewpoints and perspectives are kind of skewed at that point too. Right. So like, you gotta take what you get. But I mean, if we gotta just focus on, I don't want to focus on all the negative. If we just gotta take the man for the work that he provided for the industry, it's top tier, man. It's it's GOAT level, man. It's GOAT level. Shout out to him. So R.I.P. Quincy Jones.
Yeah, in every the thing about it is that he, in every genre, like he's made a kind of
what I miss.
He's definitely made a. No, we're just highlighting Quincy Jones. Quincy Jones has passed away at the age of 91. So we're just kind of giving commemoration and showing some love and any memories and things.
Oh, did he really?
Yeah, he passed away.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah. So I just want to give just shout out real quick. He definitely was. His career spanned about 70 years. He has 28 Grammys, winning out of 80 nominations. He also got a Grammy Legend in 1992. He definitely made his mark in jazz, rhythm and blues, soul, funk, swing, bossa nova, rock and roll, pop, and disco. Even with I didn't even know that he arranged "It's My Party." That "It's My Party." I didn't even know that he did that. That's insane. That's dope. I know about the Frank Sinatra, obviously, but I didn't know about the "It's My Party" joint. But that's super cool. But yeah, any thoughts on Pirate?
He did some work with Stevie Wonder too, didn't he? Or
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. I know about that Stevie Wonder. Yeah. I mean, also, he played definitely a heavy part into the jazz coming into Harlem in the 50s. He definitely worked on with, if I'm not mistaken, he worked with the studio band that supported Elvis Presley as well too. Yeah,
he worked with everyone. Yeah. I mean, he was just like, I mean, what do you say, 80 Grammy nominations?
It's 80 is insane. Wow.
That's a lot of nominations.
Right, for sure.
Right.
So European.
Yeah, he works with everyone. I think he was like the driving force behind the We Are the World too.
Yeah, we talking about the original Diddler. The
original Diddler is crazy.
That's that Quincy Jones.
Did he diddle someone along the way?
Yeah, he's a freaky boy. He was a freaky man.
That's the rumors. That's the rumors.
That's what they say. That's what they say. Allegedly.
That's what they say. Allegedly. Depends on what you call it.
But yeah, man, and you guys, feel free to chime in if there's anything you guys want to give some words of respect towards him, and then we'll wrap that one up, and then we'll kind of get into Pirates points that he wanted to touch into. But also known for Prince of Bel-Air, the Prince of Bel-Air, right? In the house, working in TV. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's insane. He had a talk show with Jesse Jackson. Like, I mean, the guy had everything.
As far as entertainment goes, man, I don't know who's on Quincy Jones' level.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? As far as you know what I'm saying, music. You know what? You know who's headed that way? It maybe 50 Cent, maybe. You know what I'm saying? Just as far
he does like TV stuff now, right?
Yeah, just as far as just straight entertainment and producing things, you know what I'm saying? Maybe 50 Cent, but I think Quincy probably a little further. Not probably, Quincy definitely further in the music. Like in the music, Quincy definitely further. But I would say that's the first person I could think of that's kind of headed that direction, though.
I think developing into to make that equivalent. To catch up to Quincy in that aspect, which I think that's what you're probably alluding to, Ox, is that 50, if he really sinks his teeth into the TV thing and the movie production thing, he could really take a step up and go way beyond, you know what I'm saying, like TV shows and Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, because he has a lot of a wide range of stuff where he could go into, the action and the drama and stuff like that. That's a little bit further than what Quincy was doing with Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Kind of like there was a cap in the range. You get what I'm saying? Like the fact that 50's going into movies and stuff like that. Even though, if I'm not mistaken, Quincy did produce The Wiz, right? He did produce The Wiz.
Yeah. I mean, Quincy. You got remember when what's that song when they like do the because it was Quincy.
We Are the World.
Quincy, yeah, We Are the World. Quincy, it was Quincy. What's my name? What's my guy?
We Are the World was everybody. It was like 100 people.
Yeah, but I'm talking. I know it's everybody, but I'm talking about who put it together. It was Quincy. It was
I think Michael Jackson and
no, it was what's his name?
Lionel Richie,
Stevie Wonder and Lionel Richie. Stevie Wonder, Lionel Richie, and Quincy Jones put that together. You know what I mean? And when they brought all those people together, like that was major. You know what I'm saying? That was major. Like you had Cyndi Lauper in there. You had I mean, so many different people from all aspects. That was major. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like that was just fire when you see the production value in that. I mean, Quincy was major in the music though. That's why I'm saying like. That's why I said 50, but then I was like, let me take a step back because what Quincy produced in as far as music goes, I don't think 50 will ever come. I don't think 50 even. I don't even know if 50 has the, you know what I'm saying, the aspirations to go that, you know, to go that far. Like Quincy was major, you know what I'm saying. Quincy was you know, he grew up rough, and you listened to his whole life, and you know, like. And then don't forget he gave us Kadada, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You know,
it's insane, bro.
He gave us some jewels, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Rashida, Kadada, you know.
No, it's insane, man. Salute to everything that he was able to produce with himself, and then the ripple effects that ended up, you know what I'm saying, that birthed out of the tree of Quincy Jones, man. Not only with, I mean, shit, Ray Charles, like the contribution of his influence in jazz alone, right? And the ripple effects that's in that just eventually bleed into everything else, is a sight to behold, man. Kind of held as one of the most influential jazz musicians of the 20th century, and then also getting inducted in 2013, getting inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. So I mean, a life well spent, and was able to leave a lasting mark, for the good, for the betterment of the people, you know what I mean, whether it be, you know, whether how you judge entertainment for good or bad, you know what I mean. But it contributed to a lot of people's lives and made a lot of people rich, and gave great music to a lot of people, for sure.
Text Quincy, he passed away this morning or yesterday?
He passed away yesterday.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Well, he'd been going through some health things for a while. He had that brain aneurysm.
I mean, being 91 years old is a health thing.
Right.
That's a fact. My grandpa, I think he's 92 now. 92.
Damn.
Yeah, man, it's crazy. You know, you get that old, man.
Salute to G-Pops, man.
Still a blessing at the same time, though.
Yeah, hell yeah, it's a super blessing.
That's a fact. Oh, wait, hold on.
I come from a long line of Irishmen who die in their 50s.
Okay. Hold on, let me see. Nah, but man, even
man, got the whole what up, man?
Yeah, man, this is super dope. Just like, again, praise up to the family, condolences to the family. But obviously at 91, you know, you've especially when you have the ailments, stuff like that. I'm pretty sure the family was probably aware and was prepared for this. You've lived a full life, and condolences, and you know, salute, man, salute for giving us over 70 years of music, man. Over 70 years of music. Insane, bro.
Yeah, man. Definitely. But I mean, like I said though, you know what I'm saying? If you know, if Rashida, Kadada, Kenya, you know, and they need a shoulder to cry on.
Yo, remember what happened last time? Never mind. Let me chill. RP Pac, bro. RP Pac. Yeah. Speaking of which, I don't know if you guys are doing it. Well, since, you know, election day is tomorrow, it's only right we have MAGA Ox and MAGA Pirate in the building to give. You know,
I converted Ox right on the cusp of the election.
Okay.
Nah, actually, to tell the truth, Pirate, you actually kind of pushed me back into the middle. I was really going MAGA with it. I have been forced to kind of go back to the middle a little bit, but
well, as long as I had an influence. Yeah.
Now I'm just not voting. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm just like, fucking, I'm not voting. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, but let's just say to everybody out there, even if you're not into the presidential election, like I just got done voting this weekend. Go vote, because you're seriously voting on like 25 things. You know, it's not just the president. There's a lot of things. There's, you know, you're going to have your local measures. Right. There's a lot of things to vote on. Don't use, just if you don't like the presidential election, don't use that as an excuse not to vote. Because you can have your say in, you know, like 20 different things, and you should take advantage of that. You know.
Mm-hmm. No doubt. Make your voice heard. Make your voice heard.
Also,
let y'all know we are going to be doing tomorrow a special election day show from Ox and Pirates America. Everybody's invited, obviously. Dezo, Easy, Tex. I want y'all.
Yeah, definitely. You guys should pop up
if y'all got time at some point. It's going to be kind of later in the evening because we do want to make sure we get the whole thing. Hopefully all the votes and everything will be counted tomorrow so that we can, you know, really experience it together live.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, live. Yeah.
Right.
Because if they take all damn night, I don't know if I can.
Yeah, I mean, we'll probably know by midnight if we're gonna know.
Right.
You know. If so, we'll know to shut it down if it looks like, because if it doesn't get wrapped up that night, it's probably going to be a day or two. It's probably going to be because of like some needing to count in Arizona or Pennsylvania, but we're probably going to know. I think we're going to
know. So I dipped out for a little bit. Where were y'all at in the conversation? Where what was happening?
Oh, we were just wrapping up Quincy Jones, and then we were talking about Ox going full MAGA, but then he went borderline. He won the fence.
Okay. So what are your predictions for tomorrow? Like, who do y'all? Let me hear who do y'all think is gonna win, and who do y'all think, like, how big the margin will be? Like, Ox, what do you think's gonna happen?
I'm pretty sure Trump got this one in the bag.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure Trump got this one in the bag, unless they cheat again like they did last time.
All right, be careful, Ox. Be careful. You might start something.
Come on, man.
No, YouTube says they're not kicking people off for questioning the elections anymore. So
man, fuck you too. I'm gonna tell the truth. But to keep it real though, I really do think he gonna win though. I don't really. It's hard for me to see, and I know it's been debunked. America's not a racist country, but come on, man. Like I just can't see a woman of color being the Madam President of the United States of America. You know what I'm saying? It just doesn't register to me. You know what I mean? On top of that, it's just. Yeah, like I said, man, a woman of color, Madam President, United States of America, that don't even sound right.
All right,
but from a business, and let's understand the whole country altogether is a business, right? As stupid as it sounds, right? The marketing ploy that they've been using is exactly that. This is the first time we're gonna get a black. You know what I mean? Like, that's what the marketing ploy, and that's what they're trying to hit. If you don't support her, then you don't support women. I've seen. First of all, using that as a commercial to try to pigeonhole people and say, "Yo, if you don't support her, then you don't support women." What? Like, who thought of that? Who thought? Yeah. That's
no. That was the play. Text.
That was the play from
before. Remember, Joe Biden said, "Yo, if you don't vote for a Democrat, you're not black." That's the play. They just changed up the message.
Same.
Yo, Tex. Whoever came up with that is simply just a marketing genius.
Lyndon B. Johnson.
Yeah, that's just simply marketing genius, bro. Like,
Lyndon Johnson.
In this day and age, you know what I'm saying, when feminism is so rampant, and you know what I'm saying, it's gone so far to where you gotta, like, you're a weirdo if you don't hate men. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like, now I'm telling you, pretty soon it's gonna be illegal to not be homosexual. It's gonna be illegal to not hate men. You know what I'm saying? Like, they treat us like weirdos for being normal. Like,
only if Kamala wins. Only if Kamala wins.
Man, either way, it's we've gone so far as a country that it doesn't really matter who wins now. It's like now it's gonna be an issue one way or another.
Yeah, that's true. I think that's where I'm kind of in there. Go ahead, Pirate. Go ahead.
Yeah, Ox, I don't know how you can think that, because it seems like being a black woman, if anything, is an advantage. If you just look at this race, I mean, Donald Trump is eminently beatable. And she is, I'm sorry. All right, my personal opinion, she is such a horrible candidate, and to be so close, like, I feel like there are many candidates who could be a black woman and kick his ass. I mean, I was worried that when she first came out that maybe something would happen, and it still might happen. She might fucking damn near become president of the United States. It's crazy. No. But I mean, the fact that she's in the position that she's in, I feel like, another black woman definitely could win.
I could see that. I could see kind of where you're coming from, but I mean, there's still a level of, I mean, like, you can be praised, especially as a minority, a woman of color or whatnot, but it's still like a majority game, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, in the media and amongst ourselves, you know what I'm saying? Like, we could see that, but like, as a whole in the country, I just don't.
Are you also looking at it from the perspective of outside looking in, like towards like the representation, how it would look from the representation factor? You know what I mean? Like, because it's not like you're saying like you can't see it. Like, and Pirate's saying damn near it's a possibility that's damn near about to happen. So like, are you looking at it from the aspect of like maybe outside countries looking at us like we ain't gonna rock with this one? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
no, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about just simply in America.
Oh, okay. Hey, got you. Okay.
I honestly think at this point in America, I think any combination of race and gender could win, and it wouldn't 100%. Like totally surprise. Like, I think a Cambodian woman could be president of the United States.
No, like, shout out to Cambodian breast milk. If you know, you know.
Yeah.
Shout out to Cambodian breast milk. No, but I agree with you, Pirate. I think, and that's one of the things, one of the benchmarks I wanted to stay on, like, because in my opinion, because everybody's just doing kind of I wouldn't say everybody's doing their own thing, but everybody has kind of been like, you've removed the rose-colored glasses from a lot of people's eyes, and I think what's happening is, by hook or crook, we've ended up in a situation where people aren't as interested in the spectacle of it anymore, right? They're trying to get down to the facts. They're trying to figure out who's the real candidate. Meanwhile, we're getting force-fed the spectacle, and I think that's where we're seeing a lot of dissension, or we're seeing this like influx of people just saying, I don't know what I want to do. Indecision, whether it be indecision or they're just saying, I'm gonna do something irrational because I don't like the way that this is being presented to me, and I think that's what is ruining the election process in general, because of the spectacle, and none of the real facts are really being disseminated and like peeled back and like really one by one, or with the appropriate. Like I said, Pirate, one of the things I was saying was that instead of having conversations with streamers and entertainers, and you have all of these conventions with all these people, you should be, if you have an economic plan, you should be talking to the economic leaders. Right? You should be, if you're gonna, let's say, for example, if you're having a conversation on Forbes, you're going to be talking, or Wall Street Journal, you should be having those conversations. If you want to have a conversation about energy, you should be talking to the leaders in energy and having that be televised, right? Or whether it be, you know what I mean, recorded, but not. You shouldn't be going to Aiden Ross, or you know what I'm saying, like that. They have no, their lives have no bearing, and it doesn't do anything to them if you talk to them. So that's why I feel like all of this was just a basic spectacle, and it put a bad taste in people's mouths.
Yeah, but I feel like it's got to be the people's fault at some point, because apparently this is what the people want. Like, this has been the lightest election cycle on policy of my entire lifetime, and it's counterintuitive because there's more technology, there's more dissemination of information than ever before. It seems like there should be we should get to the point where it's the most sophisticated conversations as far as policy, but that's not the case at all. It's gone completely the opposite. We're a day before the election, and I feel like neither one of these candidates have really had to dive into the weeds because it's not demanded, and not only it's not demanded, and quite frankly, hardly any of it is really understood by the vast majority of the people. People are getting dumb. I'm sorry. Look, maybe I'm a cranky old man, just letting y'all know that like people were fucking smarter 20, 30 years ago. All right, this new crop of human being, led around by their smartphones, is going to be the downfall of fucking civilization.
It's really dangerous. It's really, really dangerous. It's really dangerous, bro. And we don't. And the thing about it, though, I don't think after this, it's going to be hard for the presidential election campaign and office to be taken serious again. This whole election was a joke, bro.
Yep.
This whole campaign was a joke. We had Amber Rose, Megan Thee Stallion twerking on stage. I mean, we got Glorilla, and I love Glorilla, but god damn, like Cardi B. Did y'all hear Cardi B whole speech? I'm just
bro.
Who gave this bitch a mic?
Hey man, Offset, keep doing what you're doing, pimp. I'm not even gonna hold you. Offset, keep doing what you're doing, bro.
Cardi B and Elon Musk beef was not what I thought would happen during this election.
Boo.
No, but I mean, seriously, the fact is, democracy thrives and needs a well-informed population to work. 100%. And so I'm kind of thinking that, I mean, you guys know that, like, I'm into history, right? I'm a historian. That's my degree. So I look at things in like the long term, like hundreds of years, thousands of years. I think the whole democracy wave that came after monarchies and feudalism, it kind of fit into its time. But with the advent of technology, I think a couple of years from now, you might look back and see that once the technology came and outpaced the growth of intelligence just among the population, if it dumbs down the population enough, it makes democracy actually a weak form of government. In the next 100 years, the countries that like take over the world, they might not be democracies anymore, because democracies depend on intelligent citizens making intelligent votes. 100%. And if all of the democracies of the world, if all their citizens are just going to be sitting around on the internet watching YouTube influencers with the IQ of a 14-year-old from the 1980s, then yeah, those governments in those countries aren't going to thrive. And
it turns into the approach of that lazy approach of absorbing information is very passive. Like you said, even though people, like you said, we have the access to it, the effectiveness of it at this point is not. And then on top of that, people are doubling down, and you introduce the idea of social income, right? You're gonna get paid to just sit down in your house, absorb this entertainment, right? And let AI, quote unquote, right? Let AI do the upwork for you, right? Upskilling, blah, 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 whatever the case may be. And then what tends to happen is that you lose control. So I'm with you, Pirate. Like, if the technology if the technology is moving fast at a faster pace than the people are, and you're relying on the technology, what tends to happen, it's going to be less innovation, and then it's going to be more complacency. And like you said, to the point where the point of people are going to ask, what's the point of this system right now? And they're going to ask for a social. Let's not even get into that. We might end up, it might end up with some shit.
And context, hear me here. It's these days, it seems like most people willingly and consciously are turning off half their brain they don't want to hear the full story of everything. All right. So like back in the 80s, before the internet, you had to go out into the real world and survive in the real world by being able to adapt to all the different people that you come across.
Right.
These days, it seems like everybody like hunkers in, and you find your own group, and you talk on the internet, and everybody finds like-minded people, and most people are just talking to like-minded people all day, and they're not. They're either, you know, if they find themselves on the left, they're just consuming left media. They're just talking to people on the left. A lot of people on the right, it's the opposite. You know, and so when it comes to politics, people just, it seems like the propaganda has become so much more effective because people want the propaganda. They're just sitting there waiting.
It's crazy, right?
They're waiting for anything to talk shit about the other side. They just want to gobble it up and not ask any questions. Just run with it, and that's the way people. That's why some of these stories that come out from either side, it's like stuff that if you did research years ago, it's like that's not the truth, but it just keeps going and going because there's a critical mass of people who do not want the truth. They don't want to ever change their perspective.
And to that,
and that's infantile, I think. You know,
you would have to. I mean, a lot. In my opinion, I think that collectively, that's just one of the one of the flaws that we have as humans. That, especially, you know, as the generations have progressed, accountability, self-accountability, right, is one of the things that a lot of people are scared to go to like look in the mirror and really evaluate. Because what ends up happening is the more information, if you really deep dive in things, then there's going to have to be some personal changes that you would have to do, right? To see, first effectively changing yourself, changing your family, stuff like that, changing a certain mentality that you have, and then you would have to kind of evolve into changing your community, blah, 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 what the case may be. But a lot of times people don't want to do that. A lot of people are scared to have that conversation with themselves, to reflect and have accountability. Because if we hold other people accountable, you know what they say, you point one finger at one person, there's three pointing back at you. So that's why, like you said, people are cool with absorbing the propaganda and just go into attack mode. That's what we said. This whole campaign was just attack. Don't hold accountability for anything that I did. I'm just going to attack you. And now we're just going to be throwing smear campaigns on each other back and forth without taking accountability so that we could get to the root of the problem so that we could move forward. Because taking accountability would allow you to get to the root of the problem and then moving forward. And people don't want to take blame or accountability for that. But damn, Easy, you ain't saying nothing, brother. Hop in, bro.
No, I've been listening the whole time. Like I can't like really disagree or anything if I agree with everything that's being said right now. You know what I'm saying? Like I really can't really like rebuttal anything.
No, it's insane.
I mean, one rule that I have in life is with any idea that you come up with or any story that you tell yourself about anything, any opinion you have on anything, if the end result of that opinion is that you are the hero and the world or other people are the enemy, question that opinion that you have.
100%.
Like you have to be conscious that there's going to be this inner desire to make yourself right and make yourself the hero, you know? So whenever the end result is like, oh yeah, man, you know, I lost my job, but you know, it's because my boss is an asshole, and it's because this, you know, whatever it is, whatever story or opinion, if the end result is you're the good guy, you did everything right, and everyone else is the bad guy,
right?
Like you're probably wrong, but people just don't want to do that these days.
That comes with I mean, to be honest with you, it doesn't help it, like you said, where you can go into an echo chamber and you could go into your own little bubble and people can reinforce the same type, like you said, you know, the same mentality. It's easier instead of me going into a whole different bubble and having those uncomfortable conversations. Because like you said, and on top of that too, I will say this too, a lot of people are scared of being perceived the wrong way because monetary value, right, is being attached to your image, to not only your image, but your speech. Whatever you say can liably take away food from your mouth. You know what I'm saying?
The
like
ideas and morals. And the ideas and morals, whatever you believe in, could hurt your business and your bottom line.
There we go. So it's easier. So for me, let's say, for example, like I may not even have to say what my values is, right? But I can go into an echo chamber where I believe in certain things, but I don't have to personally. I can hide within the echo chamber. You get what I'm saying? I don't have to stand out. I don't stand out. We all believe the same thing, so we're not gonna get cornered. If we get in trouble, we're all not gonna get in trouble. At least I'm okay. You know what I mean? So I think that's what a lot of people are just scared. People are just scared, man. It's those days of the, you know what I mean, those standalone those group revolutionists and stuff like that. I don't think you're gonna see a lot. I think it's gonna be a lot of standalone people. I mean, you might find some bunches here and there, but you know, those large, they're like Paris said, people are just, they don't want to even do it anymore. They don't want to take that necessary risk. A lot of people don't want to take the risk that comes with questioning things. Just question. Forget about like changing things and be like, you know, trying to like revolutionize stuff. Just questioning things people are scared of.
And then it's a spiral that feeds on itself, right? Yeah. So as society becomes more in that direction of compartmentalizing yourself into groups, then that affects, like, look at the media and the news. These days, there is no unbiased news source. Everything is either on the left or the right. And so then most people either they pick one side and they gravitate and they only watch that and they only get half the story. Like me, I tend to fall on the right on many issues. I mean, I'm kind of all over the place, but you know, I'm generally, if you're going to say something, then I'm generally on the right. But I force myself to watch an equal amount of information from all sides. I actually probably end up watching more stuff from the left because things on the right I'm already well attuned to. You know, I mean, I could just like I could sit in some chat room of libertarians and we'd all, you know, jerk off to 1776, but it's you know, I'm not really learning it. I'm not really learning anything there. You know, you know, you have to get outside of. You got to get outside of your bubble and hear the different stories, and it's going to make you a much more informed person because it's going to, you know, the things. Even if you do believe it, you have to hear the criticisms, right? And even, you know, maybe 80% of the time, you're going to say, "All right, I hear your criticism. I still disagree just because I have different intuitions than you." But maybe 15-20% of the time, you know, you'll be like, "All right, there is a valid point there." You know, you have to understand why people think differently than you. And it's not just that they're bad, they're evil. You know, they're just different. Everybody's different. It's not a good and a bad thing. It's we all have different intuitions inside us that drive us towards different answers to questions that are put in front of you.
Exactly.
Everybody's
sometimes you're right, sometimes the other side's right.
And the human experience is like Purvis said, the human experience is to go through that. Like to actually like go being wrong, like trial and error and things like that. Like that's the whole point of going through the human experience. And I think people are too prideful to explain that they're going through the human experience. It's okay to change your mind. Like it's cool. Like you can absorb.
It's a sign of growth.
Texas, that's not popular no more.
You gotta
stand on that shit. Yo, if that shit bring you down to hell, you gotta go all the way straight down to hell. There could have been ample amount of times when you could have pulled a rope out and bailed yourself out. No, you gotta die with that ship and go all the way down. You can't save nobody else. You gotta bring everybody down with you. Die.
Gotta stand on your nuts. Gotta stand on your nuts. Yeah.
Real quick, I just wanted to add, like, with that conversation that y'all were just having, you know, Pyre just said that everybody has their own, you know, intuitions, and I disagree. I think a lot of people are just followers. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't even have thoughts of their own. A lot of people are just waiting to hear something from some celebrity or some influencer that they kind of relate to, and then they're like, "All right, yeah, that's my opinion too." And then that's like, "All right, well, you did no legwork for yourself. You're disservicing yourself by not actually going out and thinking about the topics yourself." You know what I'm saying? Like it's it does a disservice to you, and it does a disservice to people around you, because then they're going to want to follow in your footsteps, you know, and follow just whatever just spews out of either side, you know, and it's dangerous that way.
That's funny. That's
most people are followers, but when it comes to intuitions, I mean, if you look at sociology and do you guys know Thomas Sowell at all?
I've heard the name.
He was an economist and a political philosopher. I think he's one of the greatest minds of the 20th century. He's got a great book called Conflict of Visions that kind of breaks people down into two general groups of having, he calls it a constrained and an unconstrained vision. And it's a great book. I'd say anyone, if you want a great read, it's amazing. But basically, and you see it, I mean, and you kind of see these differences in America. It's generally Democrats and Republicans, left or right, right? And you see that we all kind of know the general differences in the personalities of generally someone on the left, generally someone on the right, and how isn't it interesting how, you know, all of these different topics you could put in front of someone, and the topics could seemingly be unrelated. You know, you could ask them about going to war or abortion or taxes, and these two groups are going to tend to align on these different topics, even though the individual topics seem very different. And a lot of that has to do with just kind of your gut instinct and view of the world. You know, and his basically the constrained versus the unconstrained. Generally, he said the constrained would be kind of what we associate with the right, where you generally have a feeling that man is imperfect, man will always be imperfect, and so over time we advance by creating traditions, and, you know, in a more conservative outlook, to where you follow the traditions of the things that have gotten you ahead. Whereas on the other side, they, you know, the Democrats kind of look at it like, well, man is really perfection waiting to be realized, right? And so if we put the right leaders in charge, who are more advanced than the average man, then
we'll be able to
the elite leaders, they can create avenues and opportunities to raise everybody up from the bottom, right? And those are two. It's a lot more in depth than that, but, you know, you can see it's two kind of general views that are going to lead you to different
perspectives,
different answers 100%. When you're given a question, you know.
100%.
And then either side calls the other side stupid because you don't get it, because they don't realize that the other person is just thinking in a different way than yourself.
Right. That's definitely interesting.
That's probably a real interesting concept right there. That's a real interesting concept.
Thomas Sowell, one of the smartest guys I've ever come across. A Conflict of Visions.
I don't know about that.
There's like a 15-minute animated YouTube video out there if anybody wants just like a real quick thing. It'll explain it a lot better than I just did with like little animations and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, it's real interesting stuff, you know.
No,
so I think even though most people are followers, we all do kind of have our own little gut instincts that lead us.
And I agree.
To the left or the right.
I agree with that. I think sometimes what tends to happen is that internal conversation that occurs, and I think the two sides of the coin are correct. You and Des are making two great points. I think when it's convenient, and the person doesn't want to, let's say, for example, if they're making the internal gut decision and it doesn't affect their friends, family, you know what I mean, the outside perception, how they may be perceived, they may probably go with their gut feeling, right? And that's what you're kind of referring to. But then what tends to happen is if it's presented in a public setting, they're going to shy away from that, because the perception is, if I go with my gut feeling and it's not what the rest of my echo chamber is resounding, I'm going to look like the odd man out. So let me just take away what I really feel. And
let me conform to the pack instead of standing out.
Agreed. So I agree with you in the human aspect and the psychological aspect, 100% pirate. But then I think what tends to happen, especially now fueled with social media and the backlash that can occur with it, I think a lot of people are going away from just forget what my gut is telling me. Hey, I'm gonna go with what the wave is, especially if I have any type of influence.
But that's some fucking bullshit, man. Like, yo, like when you go into fucking vote, you don't go with a whole group doesn't go into the fucking booth with you, man. You in that shit by your fucking self. So like, yo, if you following the whole pack mentality, if you have your own fucking beliefs, and if it's side with a different person than what the whole pack is saying, why the fuck are you so pressured to vote for what everybody else is saying? If you're about to go into
your mic is. You're moving around.
Yeah, I think the mic is bumping up against your coat.
Yeah.
Oh, it might be coming against my beard. That's the crazy part. You see, yo, this shit is heavy, my nigga. This shit is heavy. No, but yo, if you're going with the fucking pack and you're going to a booth by yourself and you're gonna make a vote, dog, go find help, get therapy.
And then it just creates a snowball effect too, because once you like find something that one party says that you agree with, then you agree with everything that party says. You know what I'm saying? Then you start to agree with, they support, the choice to pro-choice.
Right. So now, right.
But they also support,
one issue voters.
Yeah, they also support, killing people in Ukraine. Oh, well, that seems reasonable. It's like,
what side are you on? What side are you on?
No, that's what they act like they don't even hear that. Like,
they act like they don't even hear that part. You know what I'm saying? They just they're just
the funding, the numbers, the funding. That's listen. Oh man, I feel like again, I think we're all in agreement that unfortunately, the American people are getting a spectacle. Like Pyro was saying, this is the least informative that I've in my lifetime that I've ever seen it. And I'm not someone that really compared to Pyro who follows the politics campaign. Like I'll see it in passing, but I've noticed even in watching it in passing that this is the one that's so laissez-faire. It doesn't even feel like it's a campaign. You know what I mean? Like obviously they're reminding us, but it doesn't. You know what I'm saying? Like this doesn't even like pirate. Like in my opinion, like I remember I used to feel it. Like oh wow, yeah, election season's coming. Like I could feel it. People are talking the murmurs, blah blah. This just feels like everything is just passing. It's gonna whatever. Like nobody really cares. Nobody really cares. This doesn't feel like a decision that is you could the emotional vibration of it feels like whatever happens, like the day is going to continue with whether whichever side wins, if that makes sense. You get what I'm saying? Like nothing really is going to. That's what it feels like in terms of the campaign.
Yeah, so much of it feels like it's just been like at this point like a 8-year referendum on whether you like Donald Trump or not. It's just like 8 years of everybody yelling I like him or I don't like him. And that's the entire depth of political discourse.
Amazing.
I like that guy. Well, I hate that guy. Well, I like him. I hate him. All
right. Imagine being a political science major. Imagine having a political science degree and you're watching this. You're pulling your hair out. You're losing your mind.
Well, at least it's the same thing on the other side too. People are looking at Kamala and like, yo, do you like Kamala? Do you not like her? I don't like her. I do like her. So, I mean, at the very least, at least people are keeping consistent energy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Both sides of no. That's what I said. Both sides of this is just showing you like how much of a spectacle is it. And if anybody didn't believe that it was a spectacle, to Pyrate's point, at least in previous elections, you would at least if they would hide and do a great job by providing a little bit more informative discussions, you know what I mean? Like just certain things, the way that they will go about it, it felt a little bit more professional. This does not seem professional. This seems like things were just thrown at a wall and say, if it sticks, it sticks. And none of them stuck. Nothing stuck. Everything was just, you know what I mean? Like everything was just diarrhea on the wall.
And it's all such a distraction because there is such a big difference between what will actually happen with big things.
Yep.
And everybody is acting like it's
It's not.
It's just like a personality, like homecoming
Yes.
contest.
Right.
It's crazy. But one thing I did want to bring up real quick, going back to that intuitions thing.
Yeah.
I want to pose this to you guys because I think it's a very meditative thing. So it's an old parable. Have you ever heard of Chesterton's fence?
No, I'm not familiar.
No.
All right, so here's the parable of Chesterton's fence, and like maybe think about this later on, and think about like what kind of person you are, because so imagine we're two people, right, and we're walking down a path out in the woods. It's desolate. There's like no people or civilization around, and we come across this fence that's seemingly just out in the middle of nowhere. We're looking at this fence. We can't see why it's here, who made it, what its purpose is. It's just some random fence out in the middle of nowhere, seems to have no purpose at all. So basically, those two types of intuitions that people have, you have the unconstrained type of person is the type of person who sees this fence and they think, well, I don't see any purpose for this fence to be here. We should tear down this fence. It's obvious it's not doing anything. Where the constrained type of person comes across the fence, and his first intuition is, well, at some point somebody built this fence for a reason. And so, but because I don't know why it was built, I'm not going to tear it down. I'm not
going to break it down.
That's kind of the difference between the more conservative mindseted people and the more liberal progressive type of people. The liberal progressive people see all of the traditions and things that we built up in history, and they think that we're not in the best place we can be right now, so we need to tear down what's come before to put in something better. Where the more conservative minded people, they say, well, these things that are here got us here for some reason. So even if I can't fully explain why we do this or that, it's got to be there for some reason.
Well, with that now, I think that brings up the heightened importance of documenting history.
Very much so.
I think that brings up the importance of documenting history, because if you have history and you have precedents to set yourself by and see what happened before, because there probably could be a possibility of some of these ideas being brought up in the early infant stages while you had these same kind of questions. And we need to have the history on how their thought process works, so you don't go back to that same kind of ideology, because you might be repeating the process in that aspect too. With the former statement, if you see the fence, you think about breaking it down because it serves no purpose. I would say you need history to see why you need to break it down. At the same time too, it's interesting. It's very interesting. I say
because neither side is 100% right all the time. Sometimes you will have a better outcome. You tear down what was there and you build something new. Sometimes you will have a worse outcome by tearing down what was there and building something new. And a lot of people on both sides, they can't acknowledge that as a society as a whole, we kind of need all of these different people. Because if we just took America and we split it, we just gave all the Democrats one half of the country and all the Republicans another half of the country, and they didn't have each other to feed off of and bounce off each other, they'd probably both go to hell in different ways.
Right. I don't know who goes first, though. I don't know who goes first.
Who goes? Well, yeah. I think it would depend on how progressive the progressive people get. Like, do they go to hell right off the bat, or But it would be different. But it probably wouldn't be as good as a healthy society. You need a mix of these personalities that, at their core, kind of hate each other and don't understand each other, and they don't understand why the society needs those other people. But most of the time, you do need, we need those other people to keep from going it too extreme in one way or another.
So with Trump's real quick, just to look into like the future of it and everything. So with Trump's rise, right? Do you think that'll encourage other like billionaires to want to run for president? Like, do you think like who have no background in anything political, like they have never ran for mayor or nothing, like they just want to hop straight into?
I don't think any more than I mean
what would be the benefit?
that's always been the case. To where rich guys want to throw themselves a hat into the ring. You guys are probably too young to remember Ross Perot in 92 and 96 is essentially why Bill Clinton won the presidency. He was able to beat George Bush because Ross Perot, this billionaire, came out and formed the Reform Party. I think he formed the Reform Party, and he spent a lot of money, and he got into the presidential debates, and he ended up getting like 15-20% of the vote in 92 and 96. So Bill Clinton, I mean, you're probably not aware, but Bill Clinton only got like 38% of the vote when he was voted president, but he was able to beat Bush because Ross Perot was there, who took like 15-20% of the national vote.
Wow.
So yeah. So I think rich people will always be there to throw, but Trump's a little different because it's not just being rich. It's I mean it's the personality. You know, it's the balls out, the humor, the frankness. And I've been thinking about it because like typically, like I didn't vote for him in previous cycles because there were more kind of like Rand Paul. I loved I think he would have been one of the best presidents ever, but he's a short guy who kind of, his voice doesn't sound great and he's got funny hair, and so he just can't be president because America's not going to vote the short brilliant guy president, right? You know. But so I was thinking, is this Donald Trump? Is this the way? Because it's really not the way I would want to. I want to go where we're voting for brilliant historians who are just know everything about policy.
Right.
But then I was thinking, well, maybe in this age, the way that media is, because all the media is stacked against the Republican Party, everything except for Fox News, right? I mean, CNN, CNBC, all of them. So maybe Donald Trump really is the only type of formula that would be able to break through that media bias and actually win. You know, I think a nice guy, even if he is the most qualified person on earth to be president, right? If he is a nice guy and he cares if you say that he's a racist or he's a sexist, you know, I think the media might just tear that guy apart from here on out.
Yeah,
and so you might need someone who's just crass.
Yeah. I think him leaning into, and I think I said this before when you stepped out a little bit, but him leaning into that villain role, like he's mastered that. He's cool. He's okay with like, yo, you know, what was that Bane quote? You lived in the darkness. I was born in the darkness. Yeah, Trump is cool. Yeah. Like he's cool with being the bad guy. He thrives in it. And that's what not like you said, a pirate. It not only does it galvanize his group, right? His echo chamber, right? Because they feel reinforced, but then it cuts through so much on the other side that he's the topic of discussion the whole day. So I'm like, wait, you guys don't like him, but you talk about him every single day. Even when he wasn't in the presidency, you were talking about his case the whole like day by day. You would have thought it was the Young Thug trial. Day by day, it was insane, bro. It's insane. So I agree with Pirate. I don't think you would have to have another polarizing figure in that aspect, and we don't have that much polarizing figures that's even that want to be involved into politics. I think because of the Trump case, I don't think the quote unquote polarizing figure that they don't even want to deal with that. They don't want to deal with that. They're cool with that.
And he doesn't apologize.
Yep.
And so the media doesn't know what to do with that because they know that once you apologize, you're dead. You're dead.
Yes.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. So like every other politician that's come before, if something comes out and they're like, oh, we found out you said something 15 years ago. You're racist.
Walk it back.
You're sexist.
Right.
As soon as you come out and you do a news conference and you're like, yeah, I said this thing 15 years ago, and I've grown past that, and I'm sorry, I apologize. As soon as you apologize, they don't care about that. You were dead. They're just waiting to get you in a situation where you say that you fucked up, and that's Trump. Doesn't say that he fucked up. He will. He never apologizes. He never gives an inch.
And at this point, he's Teflon, because I mean, after all the things that have come out about him, his case, the things they said, the grabbing her by the crotch, you know what I'm saying? Like after all that, and it's like. Yeah,
I'm
still here.
So many politicians have come and gone and just had their political campaign destroyed over like minor things,
very, very small things.
And Trump found a way to like get past that. He's like, you're not derailing me. I'm here. I'm not going anywhere. Fuck you. I said it.
before we get off the politics real quick, I just want to see your opinion on Tim Walz. There's been a lot of controversy in regards to not only his military credentials, but also I think there was a policy in regards to like he got fired from a school due to like I'm not sure how familiar you are with that, but is there anything that you do know about Tim Walz? Like, what's your thoughts about him? Because to be honest with you, I heard that name, wasn't aware of him. I heard that he was really pivotal in, if I'm mistaken, Minnesota. He's
the governor of Minnesota. Yeah,
that's correct. So. Feel free to if there's any information that you want to share with the people about Tim Walz, because all I heard was that about some controversial things, so I'm not too sure about him. So floor is yours, brother. Yeah,
well, I'm pretty much what side I'm on, so take it with a grain of salt. But for me, Tim Walz is he's the epitome. He's like a white guy dressed up as a white guy for Halloween. They prance him out there to be the most stereotypical
white guy.
I'm a white guy. I can't dance. I don't like spicy food. I don't know what's up with this hippity hop. Shit! He's definitely got he's got something about telling fibs.
Right.
Because apparently this is a guy who he says he studied Chinese history. He was over in China, and he said he was at the Tiananmen Square revolution.
Wow.
And he wasn't. And I'm like, all right, well, apparently if you're in China and you studied Chinese history, it seems like you would remember if you were at the most pivotal revolution of the last fucking 100 years. Like, were you there or not?
Right.
You said you were there and you forgot that you weren't at Tiananmen Square. All right.
That makes sense.
You forgot that you weren't in Iraq holding the machine gun. All right, man. If you just like, you say you were doing these things and then they find out you weren't doing them, and you misspoke or you misremembered. I mean, but I don't know. To me, he's good. To me, he's goofy. He's a Limp Bizkit, fucking, modern, male cheerleader. But that's what they. If you've seen the Kamala campaign, so much of it is like, hey, men, you're a misogynist, you're sexist. If you don't vote for me, it's all right for men to take the back seat. Men can be cheerleaders now, and Tim Walz is the epitome of trying to show America, hey, this is the modern man who steps back and takes the back seat, and it's her turn, and he's a fucking beta male. What do you want me to say, man? He's
Ladies and gentlemen, we have gone into reveal mode.
That's what he is. He is a beta male.
I didn't know this is the way we was going this morning.
I just wanted to get your opinion because I've been hearing very similar things. I'm
sure he's a nice guy.
Was I in an echo chamber or was I, you know what I mean? So I just wanted to
see. I'm sure he's a nice guy.
He's a good
Shout
guy.
out Walt, man. I guess whatever.
He's a good guy. He's a good guy.
W good
guy. Real quick, let's make a pivot. Pirate, I appreciate you sharing your thoughts and opinions on everything politics. If you want to stick around, you can. But let's make a pivot into some other cultural topics going on around the world. Really, hey, let's start with Jackson Hayes, man. Jackson Hayes. Listen, there's a video that just surfaced of him having a domestic disturbance with his girlfriend back in I believe 2021 is when this first
Lakers Jackson Hayes. You talking about
Lakers Jackson Hayes? Yeah, the Lakers Jackson Hayes. They just resurfaced it because TMZ has footage, which I don't know how TMZ gets. Like TMZ, if I'm ever a celebrity and I hear anything about TMZ, I'm running for the hills because TMZ has a way of getting any kind of information they want on you. But yeah,
I'm heavily convinced that TMZ is the media section of the feds, or they've been. I'm 100%. 100%. There's ex-lawyers, there's ex-prosecutors that work there, ex-attorneys. I'm convinced that they are the media side of the feds. But that's neither.
But yeah, the TMZ leaked footage of an NBA player Jackson Hayes of the Lakers. The Lakers have not released a statement yet on this video of Jackson Hayes and his girlfriend in their home having a domestic dispute. Things got physical. So it's I don't know, man. We'll see what they do with that.
Got to be careful, man. You have got to be careful, especially when you have. And listen, I don't even like talking about people's, like, you know what I mean, like situations, like personal situations, stuff like that. It's just the broad point I'm trying to say is, like, as someone who has the leverage, Jackson Hayes, you're the person with the leverage, and you have a lot to lose. You're in LA, you're playing with LeBron, you're playing with AD. You're in a position that a lot of people would love to be in. So don't mess this up because you are in your feelings and you think, you know what I mean? Like, just be the master of your emotions. Don't let your emotions control you.
Hey, don't crash out. Please do not crash out, man. It's that simple, dog. It is very that simple, bro. Just walk away. Don't crash out. It is very simple, dog. Your friends tell you that all the time. If I'm not mistaken, your friend was telling you that at the time. Don't crash out, bro.
Yeah, it's just weird how this happened in 2021 and we're just now hearing about it in late 2024. Like, it's 3 years removed from this situation happening.
That's a TMZ is the devil.
Who did Jackson Hayes say no to? He had to say no to somebody.
Yeah,
you telling me what this happened in when? 2021? It is now being revealed.
2021, yeah.
And we about to head into 2025. We assume about to hit 2025. So
you said no to somebody, Jackson Hayes. You better go back. Whoever you said no to, you might have to say yes to.
But real quick, think about the people that you said no to that got access to that footage right there, because that's security cam footage right there.
Yeah, it's inside of his home too. Like I don't know how does this?
I didn't see the video. How bad is it like Ray Rice level, or
it's not Ray Rice?
Yeah, it's not Ray Rice. But like a lot of it happens off camera. But there are points in the video where you see him grabbing her, and she's constantly telling him, like, I don't feel safe. Like, what are you doing? And it's just it's a lot of he say, she say type things going on right now. But that I don't know. It's just not a good look for
But there were multiple points. Not to cut you off, but there was multiple points in that video where you could see he's pursuing her. So off rip, once you have that situation going on, you're automatically in the wrong.
Yeah, they're gonna like the video is enough evidence to say like, all right, yeah, he's the aggressor in this situation, you know.
Right.
And well, then that's fucked up, and I got no sympathy. I mean, for every guy out there, don't hit women. We're bigger and stronger than women. Like even they can do fucked up things, and like I've been with plenty crazy ass women and do fucked up things, but like you don't start smacking around women, you know, like. Walk away, especially like you're just fucking dumbass. If you're a big, strong, professional athlete with a bunch of money in the bank, and you're smacking,
go get a new one.
Yeah,
that's all.
Yeah, figure it out. Like, don't resort to being a fucking knucklehead.
Yeah, for sure.
Right.
Also, some more NBA news, real quick.
You know what get me tight too? Hold on, real quick, Dezo. You know what get me tight too? Like y'all be 6'11" and y'all be going after like 5'3". Like, hey, how about go after some big brolic, right? Go to Hungary, go to Denmark.
Wait, hold on, Tux.
6'3" giant Amazonian women. And you try that. You see what happens to you.
Wait, hold on, Tux. Yeah, wait. I can't tell another man what you want to like, or you know what I'm saying? Like,
bro,
why go for
you're 6'11",
like,
you're getting a 5'2" midget? What are we doing here? No offense, I'm not saying 5'2" people are midgets. What I'm saying is in comparison.
I mean that's fine. Just don't start punting her around the room like a football.
Yeah, I know. What I'm saying that makes it even worse. That they're mad little. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, come on, man. To me, I just don't. Shaq, you are. It's just like, yo, Shaq be like 7 foot. I love Shaq, man. I'm just be like, yo, Shaq, so just get you know what I mean? Like, yo, man, go after like Liz Cambridge or something like that. You going after these little small girls, man? I love Shaq.
I want that. When
all right, so if JJ Barrera is going out with AJ,
hear me out, Pirate. JJ Barrera, right? Earl Boykins, right? Isaiah Thomas. They're cool. Yeah. They're good. You're good.
If they're dating a WNBA center, then go ahead, have at it. I don't care. Do whatever the fuck you guys.
That's a little funny. That's bad funny.
Yeah, because Asia Wilson's like what 6'5", I believe.
6'5". Yeah. Imagine IT dating Asia Wilson. That'll be mad funny.
But yeah, real quick, DJ Augustine announced that he's retiring from basketball after 14 seasons in the NBA. Honestly, I didn't
thought he retired 14 years ago.
I didn't realize.
I knew Pirate was gonna say something great. Hey, all right, go ahead.
I'm on the exact same page, Pirate. I did not.
Oh damn!
I didn't know he was. I didn't know this was needed. I didn't know this needed to be said. Like I thought he was gone. Like I thought he was gone already.
No love for DJ.
Respect
DJ Augustine. DJ was a great player. He was a great player.
Was he? Doesn't sound like you're saying that. Doesn't sound like you're saying that.
I still remember I was reading a story about DJ Augustine in Sports Illustrated before when he was in high school.
DJ was tough,
but he didn't
pan
out. They thought he was going to be real good.
I did. They thought what do you mean, Pirate? DJ was cool, man. He was cool.
He was decent.
I mean, all right. Like,
at a time, he was decent. At the time, he was decent.
Please, let's not, because I feel like I'm gonna be the lawyer. I'm gonna be the defense lawyer for DJ Augustine, and it's gonna be really bad. I can't defend him. He was cool, man. That's what he had to do. Shout out to the Texas legend.
When
the prosecutor's just gonna get up and be like, "Come on."
In a couple of those seasons when Derrick Rose went down, DJ Augustine came to the Bulls, and he had a decent season for us.
Yeah, some Orlando Magic seasons, right? Where he was hooping, man.
Orlando was really,
man.
Hey, man, happy retirement for DJ. Even though I thought
the original Fred VanVleet. The original
Fred Van.
Okay.
Freddie's shooting like 28% this year.
Yeah,
Jesus Christ!
You got to get him off the court.
And he's not going to stop shooting either because this is a contract.
No,
he's gonna keep shooting that thing.
Because he
got to sit the man down.
Because Ime thinks Fred shooting more threes is the way to go. Because that's what he.
No. Fred thinking shooting more threes is the way to go. Fred is thinking that shit. He might need to see how cold that seat is real quick. You need to warm it up, buddy.
I'm gonna lie, yo. Listen. So, question, real quick, quick question, fellas. I know Amen Thompson is not ready to be the lead point guard yet, but do you start giving him more minutes with the ball, or you start giving the ball do you start putting the ball in his hand a little bit more rather than Fred?
I would.
For sure.
I'm not a Fred fan.
Me either.
Honestly, I'm not. So I say, yeah, go ahead and do it.
I'm with you. I like
Fred's not going to be part of
Torrey Eason, bro. Listen.
Nice,
listen. I don't know what the Rockets need to do. I don't know, because you guys have too much talent. I'll be honest with you. But Tariq Eason is probably going to end up on another team.
Can start.
He's like, he is a. You know what he reminds me of? He reminds me, which is really hilarious. He reminds me of Corey Brewer and Ronnie Brewer, like together. Like he has like the skill set of both.
The two Brewers.
You know what I mean? Like, but like better, but just better. Like I just like the way it's like he's like a Swiss Army knife, but he just knows his role. He knows what to do. Doesn't do too much.
Those are my favorite kind of players. Context. I tell you this all the time. Like those Swiss Army knives.
Yeah.
The Jalen Johnsons of the world.
For sure.
Like the guys that can go out there and do everything on the court. Like those are my favorite kind of players, man.
I'm a big fan of Tari Eason. Super big fan.
Real quick, this is some interesting news that I found this week. So in Geary, Oklahoma, the police chief and the entire department all resigned on the same day. So
I heard about that.
The police chief came out and said, "It is with great sadness that I and the rest of the Gary police officers will no longer be serving this community."
Where is it again, Denzel? Where is it again?
Geary, Oklahoma. Is Oklahoma, right? Or is that?
Mm-hmm.
Or is that?
Yeah, Oklahoma.
Yeah. Okay. So this is crazy.
Say why?
I can look more into it real quick, but just like on that surface is crazy because like now they don't have a police department.
They must have got disrespected in some kind of way, bro. You don't do that shit because you see how the police chief came out. He made a statement for everybody. So you don't come out and do that, bro. So somebody got disrespected, or like the whole force got disrespected in a way, and they just said, "We're not standing for this, yo. This not why I put the shield on my chest right here." I don't know. Fuck out of here.
They're probably beefing with the mayor. That's I remember something similar happened in Oregon like a year or two ago, where it was like "fuck you, mayor."
Okay, so
big fuck you right there. That's a big fuck you right there.
It says that the police chief, Alicia Ford, did not provide specific reasons for the Thursday resignations, but said in a social media post that the decision was difficult. Great, thanks for clearing that up for us. So now it says that now the entire the near 1,000 residents of the town are wondering who to call if they have an emergency. It's going to be Wild West out there in Geary.
So it's only one sheriff department. It's only one police department.
What makes
the only police department?
Well, I mean,
they'll still have the sheriff.
No, it gets worse. No, hold on.
The sheriff.
It gets worse, fellas. Guess how many people were in that police squad? I mean that police thing. It was a 4-man group.
Yeah, police officers.
Yes.
Well, for a town of 1,000 people, it sounds about right.
Wow.
What?
4 people. Hold on, Private. Wait, 4 people for 1,000?
Sure. No, I mean it's like that. It's like that in a lot of. I mean, so there are a lot of little towns that don't have any police, and you have to call the sheriff. You know, the sheriff's in charge of the whole county.
Okay. That's fair. That's
fair. There are a lot of like little townships where they don't even have their own police department. So I mean, a town of 1,000 people, four cops. That sounds about right. They probably weren't getting paid shit, you know.
No, the way that you say that so casually is insane to me. I'm trying to like do the numbers in my head. I'm just
blowing my mind right now.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm like I'm 4. That's one person for every 250.
Yeah, sure, but a town of 1,000 people, like everyone knows everybody. It's
that's
like
fair. That's fair.
Probably
that's
fair. Don't.
Yeah,
If there's any crime, they'll probably just handle it themselves.
Yeah, well, to be fair, I mean, do you want people policing their own selves? Yeah, for the most part. But then,
I mean, if you're structured like that, you might as well. Shit, you can't even do it yourself. Like at that point in time, you probably handling a case. They're gonna we can't fucking wait on you for 2 hours to handle this shit. We gonna handle it ourselves right here.
Oh yeah, for sure. If I'm a little kid,
but a police squad like that, they probably weren't getting paid shit. I mean, like cops in big cities get paid all right, but like some of these cops in the middle of nowhere towns like that, probably getting like 25 grand or something. Like, fuck this.
Jesus Christ,
it ain't worth it. It ain't worth
it though, because I mean, you get paid for the amount of work that you put in, and it's like the officers there, they probably get like maybe 1 or 2 calls a week, so
that's fair.
Well, if that's the case, then that changes up everything because you're not really doing much at that point.
Yeah, it's exactly
no overtime for you.
Yeah, no overtime, no. The city did come out and say we would like to let our citizens know we are conducting business as usual. If you have an emergency, please contact 911 like you normally would, and an officer will be dispatched to assist you.
From Oklahoma City? Amazing.
Yeah, I guess they're gonna just call some officers from different counties.
Let's call the sheriff's department.
Call the sheriff's department. But yeah, that was
don't be fooled. Like it goes down in Oklahoma too. Like there's, you know what I'm saying? Like any place, there's like a lot of you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of destitution, and there's small cut. Like you know what I'm saying? Like it's not like large scale crimes, but it's like very very small, like small pockets of corruption and how they can get away with it. You know what I mean? So,
drunk guy at the bar, wants to pick a fight with somebody.
No, I think a little bit more. Like I wouldn't be surprised. I would. I guess to Pirate's point, since a lot of people know each other, it's very hard to kind of commit crimes because everybody's like, well, we know you, so it's kind of like, what are you trying? You're gonna have to get an out of towner to come do a home invasion. You know what I'm saying? Like it's kind of weird. Like there's a lot of things that you're gonna have to go around when everybody knows each other. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of tough to do crime when I know your mom, your grandma, your auntie, your cousin. It's a little tough.
Yeah, that was a little bit of a crazy story that I came across this week or this weekend, and I just want to throw that out there. Let's move on to Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne had a Louisiana Fest not too long ago to celebrate him, basically to celebrate himself. Master P came out and announced that February 6th and 7th will be Lil Wayne Day in Louisiana. And they are starting a NOLA Walk of Fame celebration. Lil Wayne will be honored on stage. He was given like the key to the city, I believe, by the mayor. And this is all stemming from the fact that he didn't get the Super Bowl, man. Hey, Jay-Z, you see what you did? You see what you did, man?
This relatively gave him the key to the city. That's amazing. Thank you. You should be thanking Jay-Z. What are we talking about here? What's happening right now?
I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to you though. This giving the key to the city people, I'm not too into that.
I was about to say.
It's a nasty trend just been going on. I just don't trust that. So I'll
be honest with
you. The key back, like you.
I want to give the key back. I'm cool. Anytime I see a key being given, I see the feds come right afterwards. So no thank you to any. I don't need any key to any city. No thank you, sir.
Yeah, I'm all right. I'm all right.
Respectfully.
But respectfully, Desert.
Getting arrested for something.
Hey, watch out.
Oh, that would be insane. That would be insane. But respectfully, Desert. Respectfully. Wayne, I'm tired of this soft shit, man. You see, and now we on a more for soft campaign, bro. Like what the man? It happened. Move the fuck on, dog. What the fuck is going on? Move on. You don't you ain't get the shot. Cool. You're a grown ass man. What the fuck? We done been through this 1,000 times in life. You ain't get an opportunity. On to the next. What the fuck, man? Are you serious?
Yeah. I mean, to be honest with you though, Easy, like if you had an opportunity to perform at the Super Bowl in your hometown, like
I would want that opportunity. I would be upset, but then after like damn near 4 months after the situation, I have to get over myself. Get over it, dog. Stop holding on to it, dog. Stop holding on to it. You need to figure it out, bro. Fuck.
I think it's harder to say that now because the Super Bowl hasn't passed yet. I think knowing that the Super Bowl is coming up, right, and you know there's going to be in your city, I think as it looms on and it gets closer and closer to the date, I think that's when it keeps on hitting you like, damn, that could have been me. That could have been me. I think afterwards, I think Easy, I think you're being too harsh. I think maybe afterwards, like after the Super Bowl and stuff like that, later on,
if he's still,
maybe. But I think just because the Super Bowl hasn't passed and he knows like, oh, it's coming up, and the closer that we get to it, you're like, wow, it's really gonna be in my city and I can't perform. But I would say this to your point, Easy. Seeing that concert made me realize I don't think he could. I don't know if he would have been.
I told you.
Super Bowl act.
The man, I think he performed at WrestleMania, I think, or one of a wrestling concert. It was recent. Yeah. Look at that shit right there. Can you really hold a Super Bowl performance?
I don't know if he has the.
It's
weird. He has the catalog, but it's weird.
You can have the catalog, but do you have the I'll give you a perfect example, Tex. Remember when they did the verses against Dipset and the Locks? Everybody had Dipset in the beginning because they have the catalog. Right. But then Jada came out and Styles came out and performed to the highest degree.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
Do you have the energy to give us that performance that will resonate through the TV screen? No, you do not, bro. No. Ben saw that, bro, and it's respectfully, you have a catalog, but you can't even bring life to the catalog that you have, bro. A lot of people we're going into a new generation. Not everybody know what Lollipop is, but if you do decide to perform that on this fucking big stage, do you have the energy and charisma to give us the life of what Lollipop felt to us when we first heard it?
That's fair.
I mean, no, you don't.
Really, Lollipop.
R.I.P. Static Major. You don't have Static, so you're not. You're definitely not.
If we're being honest, Easy, Lollipop really isn't a high energy song. You know what I'm saying?
No, I know Lollipop, but like we can even take a different song. Like, can you say Mr. Carter?
No,
you got
Jay-Z right there. So some of the songs that he would use would probably be like, it would be like Pick the World Up, the one with Eminem. He would use that. He would use he would probably use Dr. Carter. He wouldn't use Mr. Carter. He'll use Dr. Carter. He'll use probably Best Rapper Alive. He probably would a Millie.
Man, I don't know what you
he'll do a Millie, 6 foot, 7 foot. Like he has. I just the way that they did it in Louisiana. I just need to see what the playlist would be, and then depending on the playlist, then I'll say like, you know what I mean. But it was cool to see the Hot Boys come out. A little bit weird with Birdman and the energy there. I don't know if you guys I was paying attention to the energy between Birdman and Wayne. Birdman was trying to embrace him a lot of the time, and Wayne wasn't really trying. I think Wayne was trying to kind of stand on his own, like, yo, listen, I know we're Cash Money.
All right, y'all.
Have a good one.
Hey, we'll catch you later. Hey, y'all should tap in tomorrow night if you got some time, man.
Definitely. Let them know before we leave. Let them know. Let the people know. Know.
I think we're gonna be starting at 7 p.m. Pacific.
Okay.
So we'll be starting at 7 p.m. Pacific and going through the night. Should be explosive. So yeah, thanks for having me on. Context: I'll have to tear you a new one on Otis Blackwell another day.
We'll see about that. But
you skated on this one, Tuck. You skated on this one.
Yes, sir.
All
Appreciate you for tapping in, brother. Have a good one. All right.
All right, Pirate.
Salute.
Yes, sir.
Definitely tap in tomorrow to Ox and Pike Pirates. Make
America.
America. I was about to say the other thing, but tap into Ox and Pirates America show on YouTube. There's going to be 7 p.m. Pacific. What is that? 10
p.m. Eastern. Special edition, election day edition. So make sure you tap in and tap into what they content. But they're going to cover the whole election and see what the results are by the end of the night.
Mm-hmm. We definitely was able to give you just a little bit of a preview of some of the thoughts, but you could get way more information from Pirate and Ox. You get their talk with their viewpoints, and then also, who knows, you probably might be able to jump on and chop it up in regards to it as the election is progressing and the results are popping in. So stay tapped into that. Also, like, comment, subscribe. If you're gonna go to Player's Choice, for the people that went to Player's Choice, appreciate y'all for tapping in with us. Also, like, comment, subscribe, and for the Champagne Room, as well as the Graveyard Shift. Never forget, man. We're gonna bring back the Graveyard Shift, as well as the Champagne Room. And depending on how this Otis Blackwell conversation goes, we might need to have another Ox Court. Matter of fact, speaking of which, one thing real quick. I might have to send out a subpoena, but I don't know yet. You guys let me know.
Oh shit! Who's the subpoena for?
In the chat, you guys let Jermaine Womack, Mr. Jermaine Womack.
Oh
man,
Mr. Jermaine Womack. He said some things this past week. I couldn't put my finger on what occurred. I don't know if maybe he didn't have his protein shake that day.
Can you just give us a little preview of what he said, Tex, that got you perturbed?
So I forgot what was the conversation. I think they were talking about something in regards to point guards and athleticism. And the conversation was in regards to Baron Davis or Jason Kidd in terms of athleticism.
Oh my God. That's
and
what
I heard Mr. Womack say Jason Kidd is not only more athletic than Steve Francis, but he's also more athletic than Baron Davis. So now, maybe it's me. Maybe I don't know how athleticism works. Maybe I don't know that. I don't know what constitutes athleticism.
Maybe so.
But if you, in your right mind, right, and I'm assuming because Mr. Womack is in his right mind, that you're telling me that Jason Kidd is more athletic than Baron Davis and Steve Francis, yeah, we're gonna have to take you to the. We're gonna have to have you arrested, sir. We're gonna have to have you arrested.
wait.
There's no way. There's no way in this world. There's no way in this world, in your world, in my world, in any's world, any Dragon Ball Z world, a fantasy world, Narnia. There's no way in the world that you can tell me that Jason Kidd is more athletic than Baron Davis or Steve Francis. There's no way. There's no way. You lost me, Mr. Womack.
Maybe in the One Piece world, Jason Kidd probably ate that fruit in front of Chill. He just popping all over in front of him. So he's like, oh, you probably got it. You probably got it right there.
You lost me.
I give it to you.
You lost me, Mr. Womack. You lost me. There is, unfortunately, listen.
Almost forgot about that one.
Mr. Womack. There's been some rumbling. There's been some rumbling about your performance lately, sir. We're gonna have to get you tuned. You might have to go back to the gym and get tuned up. You're gonna have to get tuned up. If you need some training, you could spar with your boy. You can spar because clearly sparring with Swiper, who has no idea what he's talking about.
You need to get back.
It's not making you sharp.
You need to lock back in the gym.
Yeah, lock back in with the real ones.
You need to find out what made you the same animal before. What made you that beast before? Because right now you're getting diluted about all this other shit.
We need chill town. I don't like this. I don't like this. Respectfully, this who is this? Mr. Womack? I don't like Mr. Womack. I need chill town.
Mr. Womack is disgusting. We need chill town fucking hoops here, nigga.
Disgusting.
We need the nigga that's fucking thrashing shit and fucking destroying shit. Popping up with the fucking subs, and you like, yo, it's regular.
What is he putting up right now? What is he? What would you say? Oh, okay, so since the season has just started, what would you say? Mr. Womack has been putting up to as far as statistics.
I'm not going to say.
I don't even have him as a double-double. I don't even have Mr. Womack as a double-double. Respectfully, I don't even have you as a double-double. Respectfully. But we'll have to send out subpoenas. But I'm gonna keep my eye on you, Mr. Womack.
I'll say you're performing like MPJ right now.
Wow.
You could be doing better. You could be doing better, but yo, listen, man, what the fuck is going on right now?
Listen, I might have to give him the Julius Randle tag, but a whole lot of listen. You putting up takes, like, you know what I'm saying? But all the takes hitting. That's all I'm saying. You're doing a lot. You're doing a lot of.
At least Julius one resulted in a W. You're getting a subpoena for this shit right here, my nigga. I don't know. That's that's football fields difference.
I might send a subpoena to Julius Randle too. Fully. Let me chill, man. But
real quick, man. we got about 30 minutes left in the show. I just want to tap in and play this little funny video, and then we can get into some other serious news.
Yeah.
Real quick.
Let's get into the fun shit, man. You've been killing everybody all day. Pause.
Listen, man. I think Solange trying to fuck. You know.
What?
Let's see.
What am I supposed to do with this thing? Yo, what am I supposed to
Let's see Chief Keef and Solange's. Let's see Solange and Chief Keef's interaction here. Did Tex leave for real? Oh, let's see Solange and Chief Keef's interaction right here.
No, that's you on the key. Okay.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna hold you though, Dezzo. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Hey, Chief, go ahead and bust that down, man. Go ahead and bust that down.
No. You got to switch that up, Dezzo, because I ain't gonna hold you. Solange moving like she been like this is not a like it's a regular situation for like I know how to line you up real quick. I know you geeked up right now off me. I know.
Just look at her eyes when she's talking to this thing. You know what I'm saying?
Could you full screen that real quick for me? Because what the?
All right, hold on. Just look at her eyes. You know, she's laughing too hard. You know what I'm saying? She's trying to be baby mama number 6. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
See, he peeped it too. He's like, "Oh nah, son, nah."
He even put back on his hood. You saw that? That shit fell off.
Yeah, his hood just. Nah,
I'm telling you, like I said, Dezzo, you gotta change up that scenario. Not Chief Keef bust down like, yo, Solange moving crazy. She holding weight. Nigga, I'm telling you right now, that's a normal situation for her. Nigga, he geeked up and she just handling like a pimp right there. Like, yeah, I know. Yeah, you like that, right? You like that. Let me give you that little look right there real quick.
Imagine that on your jacket. You know what I'm saying? Imagine Beyonce.
Oh, that's a great jacket. Oh, no, that's a great jacket. That's a great jacket.
Is on your hit list. Like that's crazy.
That's crazy. No, yo, he
You go from Sexy Red to Solange. That's insane right there. That's an insane lineup right there. You go from Sexy Red to Solange.
Oh man, hey, that's a hell of a hit list.
Listen.
That's a hell of a hit list. Especially the way that Sexy Red been. I'm looking at it lately. I'm just saying. Milfy Red. I see you, Milfy Red. I see you. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, if I'm Sosa, I'm getting the number and I'm like, hey, let's set something up real quick. You know what I'm saying? Let's set something up.
Like the NOLE chopper song is we fucking know what.
And we're gonna get to this music after. I definitely need a feature after.
For sure. No, yeah. But hey, listen, I wouldn't. Which is, I mean, that's the oddest pairing ever. A Chief Keef and a Solange song.
That would be wild crazy. I'm not gonna lie to you.
That wouldn't even make any type of sense to my brain, bro.
I get creative though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No, but you know, Chief Keef is gonna come crazy on that track. Pause. You know he gonna fucking pull up on that track and he like, yo, I need to make sure this is a hit. Cause ain't no way Solange with me and I'm about to fucking flop on this shit.
I'm not gonna hold you. That might be some fire.
Hey,
it might be some fire, man. I'm not gonna
keep on the lookout. Hey,
right. New collab alert.
Real quick, she was talking about his work right there in that scenario right there.
Yeah, she's talking about the keys and all that.
So she's appreciating the man work right there. So hey, keep on the lookout. Put your eyes out.
Hey, I'm gonna say this. Shout out to all the people that was able to make it out of that trap called Chicago, bro. Especially during that scene in that time, bro. And it's able to make shout out to Little Baby, shout out to Chief Keef, shout out to G Herbo. I mean, shout out to Dirk, but you didn't. I guess. I don't know.
Bring up Dirk. You did not. Yeah,
because I'm like, you didn't stop.
You could have brought up Polo G or somebody else.
Right. Shout out to Polo. You know what I'm saying? Like, just because the reason, and I really want to highlight Chief Keef because like he was one of the first people where he really got low. Like, we did not hear from him at all anymore. He just really started working on his production, getting on the production scene, working on the merch, getting that Glow Gang joint off the ground. You know what I'm saying? Like,
let me say this.
Like Glow Gang does. I didn't even know that Glow Gang really do numbers like that. They do
it does
numbers as far as merch.
They did numbers. Yeah, they did numbers when they even came out first. So like why stop if you're doing numbers when you first came out? But let me say this real quick.
Yeah.
One, shout out to Chief Keef for the evolution of Chief Keef. You know what I'm saying? Like I remember this little nigga used to come up like he couldn't even talk on interviews. Like he was a typical hood nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like he even know how to talk to you. Know you didn't want to talk type shit. Now you could hear him really like. You could really hear his voice and having conversations and illustrating his life to people. Two, I want to shout that man out. Even though you was young, you made, and this is the genius when you're young. Sometimes you make some of the most best decisions that could be life changing just because you made it. One of the best decisions he made when he was young, he bought a crib out of Chicago. Out of Chicago. You know how some nigga get some money? They buy another house right in their fucking city, right next to the fucking place where they did all their dirt at. No, the man said, "All right, I got dirt here. I'm going to clean myself out there, and I'm going to go out there first and clean, my nigga. I'm not going to wait."
Yeah, he did. Yo, it's funny that you said that. He did not after the first album, after that first advance. I'm out. Like I'm not playing around. I'm not gonna wait till I get cool. I'm letting everybody see me flaws. No. You had too much on your head. On top of that, too, like you had to just free your mind. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, son got healthy, was able to eat. Feel me? Like just experience different things in life. So man, I'm impressed by like you said, Easy. I'm impressed by the evolution of him. Same thing with Bibby. I think Bibby was in that same thing where he just got out of it mad fast. Like he realized what was going on. All right, cool. I made my bread. Or I found other ways to make bread, get into real estate, managing, things like that. Was able to, you know what I'm saying? Aspire and get Juice WRLD up and all that running. So, I mean, shout out to the people that was able to kind of figure it out. I mean, G Herbo to a certain extent, even though he got hit with the case on it, right? But coming to New York, being, accepting, I really love New York culture, you know what I'm saying? Like, and he really just like dived in, going into Atlanta, messing with Southside, you know what I'm saying? Like really going through like artist development and human development, right? New experiences in life, and then evolving from that. So man, salute to the. I know a lot of people will say, "Oh, drill was bad," and blah blah, but like there was some gems that were able to come out of those situations that came out of it, whether it be Brooklyn and Chicago. But we're just highlighting Chicago right now. But man, salute to them, man. Could be really bad. Like shit, King Louis almost lost his life. You know what I'm saying? Like it was really bad. It was really bad. So, the people that did lose their life. But shout out to the people that was able to pivot and maneuver and get up out of that situation.
Yeah, it's a war zone out there. It was definitely a war zone. In the early 2010s when Chief Keef started to bubble up. And it stayed that way for a while. So
RP JoJo, RP Capone. Trust me, I was tied in. That's all. You'll be surprised, man. You would have thought I was a little, you know what I mean? You would have thought I was a little shorty up in the, you know what I mean? I was tied in, boy.
Rondo number 9 still in jail,
Yeah, man.
It's treacherous.
Let's go on and on.
Yeah, it's too many people.
It's too many to name. And just to be clear, when they got booked, they were young black boys. So make sure you take care of the youth. Goddamn right.
Mm-hmm.
But think about it too, right? Let's understand why too. I just want to give this out, maybe we can move on. Let's understand why there was like this was on purpose as well too. Like even though the music came out of it and Young Chop and like I want to give the flowers too to Young Chop, like honing in that sound and making that sound as great as it was, right? And a lot of like for me, I appreciate the value of the music that came out of it, understanding right the culture that's within it. But what they did was they took away so much of the big homies, and you had little shorties running around. That's what it really. So if you had bigger homies and you had the OGs around to kind of shape and mold the sound a little bit more, we wouldn't have seen so many going down. It just was there was no OGs around, and you had little shorties handling stuff, fighting for position, fighting for things. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to shout out, give out a shout out to Young Chop doing that, honing that sound in, and just the product of the environment is just. I think they did it on purpose. Knowing the culture of real revolution that came from Chicago. If you do your research in real revolution and real quote unquote gang, not gang culture, but the idea of like-minded people coming together in certain neighborhoods and stuff like that, and protecting the neighborhood and stuff like that, and actually doing stuff to affect change in their neighborhood through policy and things of that nature. Do your research on Chicago and understand how big and vital Chicago is in also being a part of California's tree in gang culture. Going down to the South, Chicago is a real important fixture, and that's the reason why they needed to crack another generation. There was a real purpose in them doing that. So I don't think it was by accident that Chicago ended up being in the situation that it was in. I think that was purposely done. Done.
I agree. Because Chicago is definitely a landmark for a lot of Black innovators and creators. And the best way to stop innovation and creation is to destroy it at the root and attack the youth of that.
Yep.
And now a lot of that innovation and creation is being lost to time and to the knowledge that we don't have now.
Like I said, the importance of documenting history is very important because you have presidents and you have history to inform yourself on, so you can know how to deal with situations.
We got Leaf Diggy in the building.
Yes, sir. Yes,
all y'all niggas need to get your fucking haircut. Go to the fucking barber. Stop being cheap.
Nigga, it's cold, nigga. It was nice the other day, nigga. It got cold,
it's cold, nigga. It ain't February, nigga. Take your ass to the barber.
Hey man, listen, man. Yo, Leaf, I got a lot of shit going on, brother. I gotta let this. I mean,
got a lot of shit going on. Yeah, you right, nigga. Yeah, take your ass to the barber.
No, all right, like hold on. Leaf, wait. Hold on. Leaf, hold on, real quick. My barber told me he changing shop, so I'm like, all right, cool. I'm gonna give you a few days. Why
niggas giving me all these excuses? Bro?
No. That's a fact, nigga. I'm like, yo, I don't want to catch you when you in a crazy ass spot. I'm gonna give you a few days. Get yourself situated, my nigga. So when I pull up, everything is situated, bro. I don't want like, oh yeah, I'm here right now, but I'm going down. No. You in a rush, bro.
This nigga out here, bro, like before winter hit with the Philly freeway, bro. I'm like, get your ass in the barber. Y'all niggas, man.
It's just hate right here.
Y'all niggas gotta get right, man. Shit,
nah. You know, Lee's losing his mind because the Packers got, you know what I'm saying? The Packers got packed up, you know what I'm saying, by Jared. You know what I'm saying?
There you go.
That's where we going.
There it go.
Jameer Gill.
That's where we going today.
Come on, man. You know what the AFC North is going to. You know it.
Hold up.
Detroit. You know more the city, man. Stand up.
Hey, look, I'm gonna keep it fun. We lost to 2 Detroit teams yesterday, bro, and I had to record one of the games, and I feel embarrassed. So listen, them Detroit niggas, man, like, listen, they got their little laugh right now, but guess what, bro? When it's all said and done, I already know where the Packers is gonna be, and when it's all said and done, I already know where the Nets is gonna be.
Where they gonna be?
No. You know, we don't know where. So where the Packers gonna be at?
The Packers is gonna be in the NFC Championship game.
Send them to hell.
It ain't sending me to hell.
Send him to.
Yo, I thought you were gonna say like divisional round or something. Yo, man.
Nah. Champions, because we were supposed to be last year, bro, and then the NFL pulled that bullshit ass plot out in the fourth quarter in the San Francisco 49ers game. That game was won, bro. That game was in the bag, bro. Everybody knows that. Yo, but it's all good.
Your man Jordan Love is injured, man. Tell him he got to get right, man. He got to get right. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I'm not worried about it because we got another quarterback that's ready to go. Like, that's what we do.
That's the thing, though.
That's what we do.
Quarterback factory over there, boy.
Yo, this is insane, bro.
That's what we do. Everybody knows that.
Yo, whoever work over there, Chicago needs to take them and pull them over there, bro. Like, Jesus Christ, bro.
Can you send at least one of them niggas over here? You know what I'm saying?
Like, this is insane, bro.
Listen, we got Malik from Tennessee. We didn't even know that he was riding on the bench behind a nigga that eat mayonnaise. So a nigga that eat mayonnaise. A nigga that be he did be mixing mayonnaise in his coffee, bro. That's who he was sitting behind. So the reality is, bro. The reality is, y'all niggas is asking for one of our backups that just so happened to be a starter in a position, bro, where
just wasting away.
Where the offense could coordinate around him, bro, and then he could just do the little things and win.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Bro, there's a reason why Jordan Love came back 2 weeks early, bro. He saw his spot was about to get taken.
Listen, I was listening to the I forgot who the announcers were. I forgot who was calling the game, but they were saying, "Yo, listen, you guys have a good backup. If you're the Packers, shouldn't you just tell Jordan Love, hey, sit it out and then I started thinking, I was like,
that's what I thought we was gonna do.
The way they see Malik Willis going the ball,
that's what I thought we was gonna do.
I can't afford.
The minute I get healthy, like, we such in a good rotation right now. He doing so well now. We don't want to break up the formation and thing. Like, we're just gonna keep on letting him rock. Hell no. Give me my fucking spot back, nigga.
That's exactly what he did. 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 He said,
"You about to take over the fucking team. You ain't about to fucking take over." Yeah, I know you good over there, nigga.
He seen that nigga Malik was playing one in foosball, bro, and then that nigga said, "Oh hell no, I'm back on this field."
You supposed to lose that fucking game right there, nigga, and you fucking balled out. You balled out that fucking game.
He's like, yo, Jordan Love just start reading the playbook extra hard, like, nah.
Yo, hold up, text. It was the MCL bruise, mandatory 5 to 6 weeks. This nigga came back in 2.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. No, Jordan Love, go sit down, bro. Like, come on, think about your health, bro.
Yo, the funny thing about it, yo, the funny thing about it, the first week he came back, you could see like he was like, all right, the injury hurting him, but like he all right. But the next week after, you could really see that shit. Like, all right, bro, you probably need to sit this one really down, bro.
Ass down, nigga.
Yo, Leaf, he gotta do one of these. He gotta do the AR, the Anthony Richardson. I gotta do one of these.
That's what he got. That's exactly what it is. He got the Anthony Richardson. I need to be back out on the field so I can get my money, bro. That these niggas done paid me and promised me. I got 200 on the dot. I got 200 M's on the dot for 4. So I need to be out there to get 100% of my money. So, I mean, look, yo, bro, it is what it is. I kind of knew we was going to lose that game. I watched some of it. I was really watching the next game just to see if we was going to, like, continue on. But Easy been up in the parties with us. I'm like, yo, bro, last night's stream was crazy. How the hell is, like, 5 different teams tanking 6 games in, and we ain't tanking, and we out here competing, bro, with the team we got? I don't agree with this math, bro.
Yeah, real quickly, I had to sleep on it. Maybe we looking at it a little bit too harshly because still we haven't even reached 10 games yet. So let's take our time because listen, at the end of the day, you can't put anything off the table because if you can't put anything off the table with a fucking star-studded draft like this. If niggas motherfuckers saying this gonna be a high-level draft right here, like you don't know what could come out here. Like this draft right here could fucking determine what goes on in the NBA for the next 10 years.
Zion and 4 other niggas, bro, right now, bro. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? I'm like, yo, what the hell these niggas is doing in the tank? So you know what they did? The Milwaukee Bucks losing is like the best thing that ever happened to us. It's like the best thing that ever happened to it because it gave us an extra lane. We got their pick. So realistically, like everybody, that's what the Pelicans, their antennas went up. They was like, ding, oh shit.
Let me say this though.
How'd the Pelicans get the Bucks pick?
No, it's a protected. It
got protection. Yeah, it got a lot of protection. So like we get the pick if it's 5 through 30, but then
what trade was that though?
That was the Mikal trade.
No, Mikal trade. Oh
yeah. So they it's very funny. They split their protection. So they gave up the pick altogether, but they split the protection. So they made the protections available for Pelicans from 1 to 4. But then like if it goes 5 to 30, we get the pick instead. So like it's almost damn like a 3-team trade, but like it wasn't 3 teams. So let me just say this real quick.
Surprised with how well the Cavs have started, bro. Like 7.
I'm
not too surprised.
I'm glad y'all got to that, bro, because Kenny Atkinson, bro. We know about Kenny Atkinson from years ago when he had the Nets job and he was getting that team back into a flow of things, bro. And now you reunited him with Jared Allen and Karis LeVert. They already know how he get down. Kenny Atkinson is a player's coach, and everybody and you look at the way that listen, their unit is in sync now. Now you getting more from Darius Garland. Now you getting more from Dean Wade. Now you getting more from your bench and your reserves. You getting Evan Mobley is slowly turning into what everybody wanted him to turn into, slowly. So realistically, bro, like I'm not surprised at all. They got the roster.
Too slow though, Leaf.
Emphasis on slowly.
What
too slow.
Emphasis on slowly.
You said too slow?
Emphasis on slowly for Mobley.
It's too
his
slow.
offensive bag is still not.
I mean, no. I know that Evan Mobley. Listen, I agree with you there, but in terms of the pick and pop offense and the pick and roll offense and the pick and roll defense, pick and pop and pick and roll defense, they on point and they got the pieces in place to do that. And I think Evan Mobley, I think everybody is playing somewhat of a set role, and Spider could still be the guy. You know what I'm saying? So Spider could still be the guy. Darius Garland could be a X factor on some nights. Mobley could be an X factor on some nights. All three of them is damn near shooting 50, 40, 90, by the way.
Yeah.
50, 40, 90. So realistically, and you got your bench going crazy. To me, shit, they could bring up Armani Brooks and still go dumb. Realistically. And when I look at that, when I look at the whole body of their team, and then you got Jared Allen still man in the paint, still a double machine. The way they fixed the Lakers that night, bro, that shit was, I ain't gonna lie, that shit was child abuse. The Lakers took 25 free throws, and they were still down 20.
Yeah, you just reminded me, bro. Hold on. Yeah. What? Hold on.
Wow.
JJ Redick.
JJ
Redick, bro. JJ. I knew I didn't like
JJ Redick now.
What is he doing? What I need to know, what is JJ Redick? What is he doing in his mind?
You're mad at JJ Redick?
Let him go. Wait, let him go.
Go ahead. Explain.
Wait, hold on. Wait, Tex, you was asking a question?
No, he's making a statement.
Tex, explain what happened.
Okay, especially because Leaf referred to it. Did y'all see what JJ Redick was doing on defense against the Cavs?
I seen it, but I mean, obviously it didn't work. I think no matter what he did, like they was gonna get their ass whooped anyway. The Cavs is the better.
100%. Listen. Hear me out, Leaf. The reason why, but let me make the point. Regardless, we don't have good. I mean, I said we. The Lakers don't have good guard defenders at all. They don't have good guard defenders. No, right. So that's neither here or there. That's I'm perfectly fine with that. Right? Cool. We established that. However, you decide to counteract that, you are going to put Jackson Hayes at the top of the key on a 3-2 defense. Then you have what was it? Rui Hachimura and AD was playing. They was playing 3-2, and AD supposed to cover.
Did a down man.
What do you think was expected to happen, bro? They split up. They split space out the floor, and they let Evan Mobley get a free lane to the basket.
So extended consistently.
I don't like
Jackson Hayes. Leaf. Hold on.
Jackson Hayes at the middle,
at the top of the key, guarding Darius Garland. Why?
Ew, that is nasty.
Yeah, that was a little. Right, that was definitely cringeworthy.
Wait. Was that like? Did they set their defense up in transition, or was that like?
This is in half court.
I think the Lakers was coming off a back-to-back. Not to make no excuses, bro, but not to make no excuses, but I think anything the Lakers did defensively that game, they was getting smoked regardless. But I mean, I'm glad you remember that game, bro. I kind of wanted to forget it, bro, like because that shit was a mess. I ain't gonna lie, them niggas, the NBA tried to give them 20. The NBA gave them 25 free throws. They gave them niggas 25 free throws, and they still was getting blown out by 20, bro. The league couldn't even help.
I got 4 plays saved, I got 4 plays saved on my laptop, just to show you the incompetence
on your laptop.
Of JJ Redick defense.
Yeah, this nigga going in.
What is he doing? I have no idea what's going on. We're not going to do it today. We'll probably do it on another show. But I'm going to show you the 3 plays where I'm losing my mind. I'm trying to figure out what is his thought process.
Oh, you got them niggas in 4K, huh?
Yo, in 4K, Leaf, nasty.
Well,
nasty.
Right.
Yo, Dezo, he got the footage, bro.
Yo, I got the footage. I got the files.
We kept the file.
We kept the files for sure. But to answer Dezo's, I just want to answer you real quick. Am I surprised? No, because to Leaf's point, Kenny Atkinson is a great coach, and he understands how to play with undersized guards. That's one thing that he does know how to.
Oh yeah,
the guards into great positions. He understands pick and roll concepts. Remember, he's worked with the Golden State Warriors. He's very innovative when it comes to offensive philosophy. So I will give him that, and it will give the opportunity for Garland to shine as well. I just need him to take a little bit more control. I need him to be a little bit more aggressive. I'm cool with Donovan Mitchell being the lead guy. I'm impressed by Donovan Mitchell's playmaking. He's playing a little bit slower. He's trusting his teammates more. He's passing the ball more out to them. He's allowing the offense to flow instead of him having to create every single time. He's patiently waiting for the ball. I want a little bit more movement out of him, but I'm cool with how he's playing. I got no problem with how he's playing. But I also think it is fool's gold, though. I do think the bench is not – they don't have enough on the bench, in my opinion. I don't think they have enough on the bench. And I don't think with that backcourt, you need Evan Mobley to be at an all-star level, and I don't see all-star yet.
You don't think that bench could rise up? You don't think that bench could rise up to the occasion?
Maybe. But right now, I got Chet clearing him. I have Chet clearing him.
I got Chet clearing him, and I think we had that conversation. We had that conversation a couple of weeks ago. Listen, somebody need to tell us. Somebody needs to tell this nigga Chet he only weigh $150 because he ain't playing like that. Like, I ain't gonna lie to you.
Right.
Listen, and to touch on the Chet, and before I go on the Cavs thing, to touch on the Chet, somebody went into the locker room and told Chet after a Spurs game in Wemby last year that you see that 7'4" nigga over there, bro, you ain't him, and he took that shit to heart. He came back next season and said, "Oh, word, I'm not okay. All right, bet." I see that nigga next time, bro. Like, yeah, we gonna see who's who, and then y'all seen what happened in the Spurs game, but that's another story. But the reason why I like the Cavs this year, going back to the coaching thing, is because Kenny Atkinson knows how to get the most out of almost everybody that's in rotation. Dean Wade is damn near is shooting the lights out right now. Dean Wade, I almost gave up on him.
Sam Merrill.
But
Sam Merrill, for sure.
I take Malik, you know better. I know, fellas, you guys know better than anything. Like, it is the regular season, right?
Yeah.
Even though I will say this for the last probably 3 years, this is the most I've seen where it's, I wouldn't say competitive, but you can see like they're juiced up. Like they're not going through the motions. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're really trying to compete. This is the first time in a while where I've seen like they're really like trying to compete and stuff like that. But I will say this though, Leaf, it is the regular season, and the defenses aren't keying on you as much. They want to see what you've developed on, what you've worked on. I'm pretty sure they're looking this as an introduction to Kenny Atkinson, because he hasn't been a head coach for about 2 years? He hasn't been a head coach, or 3, if I'm not mistaken.
I think it's 3.
I think it's about 3 or 4.
About 3 or 4, right? So I would say like this is an introduction to, okay, let's see how he plays, blah, blah. And I think, once Paolo gets back, if you have Cavs versus Orlando, do you think the Cavs are beating Orlando again? The way that Paolo's playing now.
Yes. I think, and I'm gonna tell you why, because defensively, with the Cavs, nothing has really changed. If anything, defensively, they got better. Because now you're getting more out of your perimeter defense, and guys that are not perimeter defenders. You getting more out of Spider than you ever got defensively. He's being held responsible. You get more out of obviously you know what you're getting out of Jared Allen and Evan Mobley.
Right. You could make that same.
You getting more out of a team defense, out of a team collective unit defensively with the Cavs than you ever got. They only giving up 99 points in today's game, bro. That's great defense.
But you could make that same case for Orlando too. You get a more offensive production from them that you got from before.
Yeah, that's
Jalen Suggs is playing better
because Paolo was snapping, but they about to go a month and a half without him.
Right.
Let's be fair.
If anything,
by that time,
to be honest with you, though, real quickly, to be honest with you, that might help them because that will give them more confidence offensively and the other players off the bench. So it might help them too because they already went to the playoffs already. So they're looking at the long term. They just gotta make sure they build on good things for
you're
now.
talking about like the Anthony Blacks. I get what you're saying.
But if it goes completely left, they might be in the tanking business before us, bro. While we out here competing and shit, man. Like, and we got Toaster Struder and Cam Thomas averaging 25 apiece, bro. Like, and trying to compete and shit, bro. Meanwhile, we got teams tanking for the spot that was supposed to be ours coming into the season. So realistically, I don't agree with none of that math. My thing is that the only thing I really realistically see right now, other than the Celtics, because the Celtics is head and shoulders still over. The Cavs real test hasn't really come yet. Now they smoked it. Now they got back in against the Tangerines, and then they smoked the Lakers. That was their two toughest challenges.
Tangerines.
And the Bucks. I'm
not counting the Bucks.
But that game kind of pushed them. It pushed them.
It did push them, and they play again tonight without Giannis, bro. And it's really going to be all the one.
That was a good game, though. I'm not gonna front. Yeah, what was it? The other day, the game that the Cavs where Donovan Mitchell hit the game winner. Yeah. That was a good game, though. I'm not gonna front.
That might have been game of the year, and the year's almost over. I ain't gonna lie to you. So realistically, I think the Cavs they got all the boxes checked. You got the defense. Now you got the coaching, bro. You got the player to close. You got your starter to close the game. Your bench is playing well, bro. Like, I think they checked most of the boxes thus far in the season, bro. And I want to see how they're gonna expand on that as the season goes along, because obviously the Celtics are head and shoulders above everybody else. I think, do I think the Cavs can compete with the Knicks? We'll have to. They beat them already. I mean, so we'll have to see how consistently that is. The Sixers right now is bullshitting, bro, because Joel and PG is out. So they
it's over for the Sixers. Fuck them niggas. It's over, bro.
So the other team is what? Indiana.
No, Orlando is probably the
Orlando.
Paolo being out is gonna hurt their record.
Paolo being out, bro, like for a month and a half.
But if he could come back and he could be close to the same player that we saw from the beginning of this season, then they should be good.
Yes,
torn oblique.
Torn oblique, bro, is basically the right side of your body.
Like, breathing is hard, movement is hard, but if they give him the proper treatment, and hopefully Orlando don't go all the way down the shitter. I don't think that's something you can
rush back, bro. They're gonna have to. No. They might be in the tanking business, bro. Like, but look, I don't know. Like, if this shit go.
You sketchy on every team right now, Leaf. You sketchy on every team right now because you're seeing crazy movements right now. So you're sketchy, but I don't think Orlando is going to tank. Like if 15 games, if Orlando make a decision like that,
right? If Orlando ends up tanking, that means that France is not who we thought he was.
Right. France been not who we thought he was.
France.
Hold on, wait.
Of course, France is not who we thought he was, bro.
Wait. Hold on. I agree with you.
No, I agree with you. No. I'm not disagreeing, bro. You said France is like what did we think France was?
So I didn't. Okay, hear me out, Leaf. I didn't think France is what. Let me change what I mean.
Yeah. Do that.
The conversation was. Which I never participated. I thought it was very foolish. The conversation was that France was just as good or better than Paolo. That yes, and that he was.
Hey, that shit never made
no sense to me. I need names.
I've heard it before.
No, Dezo. No.
What the fuck are we talking about, yo? What are we doing?
Need names.
The man said it himself, man.
I was just about to say.
What are we doing, bro?
I said
it himself.
Yes, I said France in front of him.
Bobby Ox Evans.
If I'm not mistaken, Mars has.
I think Mars was saying that Franz was just as good as Paolo too.
Yes.
Yo, listen. Respectfully, and I know they live right now.
I think Mars.
PC niggas don't have all the answers, cuz. They don't.
I know.
They don't have all the answers, bro. A lot of them be saying bullshit out of their neck just to entertain at the show for 2 hours. They sit on the panel for 2.5 hours. They gotta say some goofy shit every now and again. That's why I don't go over there like that, bro. I'm telling you, they think they got all the answers. They don't. Stop listening to these niggas when they say shit.
Hold on, Leaf. The thing is, I think Mars was a little biased because he admitted that he didn't see what we saw in Apollo.
Right.
And which I don't know how you don't see like what we seen in Apollo. Like Apollo is legit 6'9", 250. Like, like I don't know. Like, what is it left?
Bro, have y'all noticed, bro? Mars is what you call that shit? Genophobic. Is it genophobic?
Yo, watch what you saying, Leaf. I don't know where you go with
this. Wait. Don't throw us down.
I ain't gonna lie. I don't know what he was about to say.
Yo, you was about to say.
What's the shit?
People were saying
xenophobic.
And it wasn't only them. I've heard
xenophobic.
Okay. Like, bro, Mars has been on some xenophobia shit all year. He thinks Ben Simmons and all of these overseas players is gonna go off just because they're not from America, bro. I'm like, yo, this dude here, bro. I've been listening to him, and I'm like, you know what? Let me stop listening to this shit because every now and again he can troll. And every now and again, people buy into it. That's what it is.
Yeah, but Leaf, I wasn't using PC as that's not my measuring stick. I'm not saying it like that. What I'm saying, they're not the PC is not the only platform where I've heard that on, right?
I need more names. I need more names, bro.
I've heard it
because I'm about to take over stream services and I'm about to just start kicking niggas' doors in and be like, yo, bro, this shit right here, this is bullshit. I need to take over your show for about 5 hours, bro. Help you get some money, bro, like, and help you get your weight up, and then I'm gonna give you the show back when I feel like you've paid up. You know what I'm saying?
So taking tariffs of shows. But I've heard the conversation. But like I said, if the Magic end up like losing and bottoming out and like doing that, then that's basically saying like France can't really do, like France is a supplementary piece. He's you know what I'm saying? Like he's not even a number 2. You know what I mean? Like if they go the way that you're saying it, if the Magic bottom out, then France is not even a number 2. France will probably be at best a 3. You know what I mean?
France is a number 2 on that team because of how they roster is constructed. That's why.
I have him as number 2. He's the number 2.
Yeah, but he ain't a number 2 on a legitimate team, bro. Like if you putting talent together.
You're right.
No, he's not a number 2. Yeah, so I'm thinking
France might fuck around and
France could do a little bit of everything, but here's the thing about it, bro. France did enough to get a rookie max extension. That's what he did. He did enough to get a rookie max. If you really want to be technical, I seen Mo Wagner have games. I seen his brother have games. I seen Anthony Black have games. I seen a whole bunch of other people have games, bro, where they could prove that they could be in that number 2 spot. France did a little bit of everything just to get a rookie max extension. That's all he fucking did.
Leaf, don't stop there, bro. Like Franz might fuck around and lose that number 2 spot to Jalen Suggs. Jalen Suggs.
Exactly.
Fair point.
We're not doing this. We're not doing this.
Hey,
we're not doing it.
No. I was with y'all. Then y'all started getting a little
easy. We don't got to do nothing.
Jalen Suggs happening before our very eyes.
We don't got to do a damn thing. Bro, Suggs is doing it himself.
Yeah. I mean, wait. Suggs is playing great right now, but I was with y'all, but then we started getting a little hyperbolic now. They said the same. I could tell you a lot of players that they said like, yo, you can't be a decent 2, and then all of a sudden they became a 2 and they won. So like we have to calm down. You don't know how the league gonna look 5 years or 7 years from now. Like I was about to say before.
Yeah, we don't, but at the same time, bro.
Hold on, Leaf, real quick. You don't know how the league is going to look 5 to 7 years from now. Niggas is saying this draft right here is going to control the NBA for the next 10 years in the future, nigga. Right. So you don't know what other talent could come to the league, and then all of a sudden dynamics change, and you could be the man now.
Every other draft, bruh. Oh, this is the one.
Didn't say that last time.
Nah, usually it's a mid draft, and then the next one is always fire, and then there's a mid draft, and then the next one is
right. But why y'all playing the draft after this draft is supposed to be fire too with AJ, bro? So I mean, realistically, bro.
Oh yeah, no, it's two back to back. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, AJ.
It's supposed to be two back-to-back drafts. That's supposed to be life-changing, bro. From what I'm hearing from the draft experts,
niggas gonna come in and be regular, bro.
No, but Leaf.
They probably might come in and be regular, but they might end up being cold as fuck.
But Leaf, there's a difference between having one name in a draft and having multiple names in a draft. So this draft has multiple names that you feel like that could push the NBA in a different direction.
Right, but we just now getting familiar with a lot of those names, bro. Like Ace Bailey, bro, and Dylan Harper.
We've been knew them names before they
we've been knew them names before, but the thing is now we know how they look live and in color, bro, because now we seeing them on a bigger stage, bro. Listen, Cooper Flag name has rung bells the most, bro, in the last 2 years before this draft even came up. So we're not gonna act like it's been star-studded for the last 2 years along with Cooper Flag's name. We're starting to realize these names now. And by the way, bro, the Utah Jazz is getting the #1 overall pick this year, bro. I etched it down, I stamped it. It's over.
All right, that's wild crazy.
Oh
but that's wild crazy. But yo, real quick, hey, tap into my nigga J-Rob. I could remember even 2 years before my nigga J-Rob was bringing up names that we're hearing right now, bro. He was bringing up these same names that we're hearing right now. I heard Dylan Harper
because he watched high school basketball.
So what, my nigga? They know about it, bro. So if they could see it from right there, bro, that means they are in tune with the product, bro. So he was bringing up these names from before. Niggas just wasn't in tune. So I don't hear the names that niggas is trying to attach themselves now with the AJ draft. So I'm saying this draft right here holds a lot of weight.
All right, so
is VJ in who's draft?
VJ Edgecombe is in this draft. He's supposed to go top 5.
He's with Cooper. He's with Cooper now?
Yeah, with Cooper. Yeah, AJ is in the draft afterwards.
After,
go ahead.
All right, so real quick, man. We gonna start wrapping things up. I just want to send a quick prayers up to my boy Greg Popovich. Greg Popovich says that he suffered a health issue before Saturday's game, and assistant Mitch Johnson is expected to be the interim head coach for an indefinite period. So prayers up to Greg Popovich.
Indefinite period.
Yeah, so
definitely.
Greg Popovich is going to be out. So
definitely prayers up for the Greg Pop. What Pop like 70? What Pop like in the 70s?
Shoot, pushing 80, man. Probably.
Yeah, I think he's pushing 80.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, Pop, it's time to get off the court, bro. Like, I ain't gonna lie to you. You gotta look after it. You gotta look. No. You gotta look after your health first, man. Like I think Phil Jackson was talking about it, bro. Like after the last year he coached the Lakers, and he was just like, yo, I was just more concerned with the travel and everything, and the health part of the game. You know what I'm saying? It's not the same as like, when I first got the job in 90 and, like everybody, I could feel like I could work out with the team. I feel like I run with the team and everything like that, man. But now I'm in a state of mind, like when I got to relax, I got to make sure I'm not yelling as much, make sure I'm not exerting as much energy, in the game and things like that, man, as a coach, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, that shit is real. I mean, a couple of coaches that had some health scares, and you got to know when it's time to put your health first and just walk away from this shit, man. I mean, I know they gave Pop a lot of power and a lot of pull over there, but when it's time to move on, it's time to move on. You got to think about your family.
Yeah, for sure.
A long time. So I mean, but shout out to Pop though.
And I'm sure that Pop is going to be able to have access. The Spurs love him. I'm pretty sure he's going to have access to get into the front office. You know what I mean? Anything in that aspect. If he still wants to be, take the Jerry West route. You know what I'm saying? Like be an advisor that's working with them and help build. Because I think I think Pop can spot talent too. I think Pop can tell who's a good player. And I think he wouldn't mind doing that too. In the meantime, even if you want to come down and talk to a coach, the new coach afterwards, moving forward, you can still come down and do that. I think he's just excited. I think when you have a player like Wemby and seeing the potential talent, I think Pop is a natural, wants to be a natural teacher. He takes me as a person that's a natural teacher of men. You know what I'm saying? And I think the fact that you have like a fresh sponge, you know what I'm saying? Like I think Pop is like, yo, I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I'm rejuvenated. I feel like, yo, I could, you know what I'm saying? Even though your body is like, maybe you're not rejuvenated, but you know what I'm saying? In his
Let
mind,
me say this
like,
real quick, Tex.
I want to
Real
be
quick,
part of
Tex.
it, and you know what I'm saying?
Let me
Because I would get hyped too. If I see Wemby, I'm a coach, and I see Wemby, and I'm like, yo, I really want to I want to see the goal.
I ain't gonna lie.
Oh yeah, that's gonna give you 3 extra years.
It's hard to not spin the block when you see Wemby, bro. I ain't gonna hold.
Right.
No, that's 3 extra years on the job. But let me say this, Sex. If we had younger Pop for Wemby, we would have definitely seen some fucking improvements in this motherfucker game. Because because I agree with Leaf Point. If because you know he has to hold himself. He can't exert the same energy that he was using before. If it feels younger Pop, motherfucker, 2 minutes into the game, you not fucking posting up, you doing some dumb shit on the court. Timeout. I'm putting your dumbass on the bench, bro. Because
that's a fact.
What the fuck we doing here, bro?
That's a definite fact.
Outside, right in front of everybody, I'm gonna curse your ass out again in the fucking locker room, and I'm gonna curse your ass out once we come back out from the half, my nigga. Make sure this point sticks with you, my nigga. Dominate.
That's a definite
Stop
fact.
being funny.
That's a definite fact, and the person that could attest to that the most is Tim Duncan. I mean, the bottom line is Popovich spent 22 years of his life winning 50 plus games, and Tim Duncan was mostly at the helm for like at least 19 or 20 of those years, man. So I mean, that's life right there. You know what I'm saying? That's a lot of coaching, that's a lot of years, and that's a lot of life living right there, man. And then going into the years that he is now, I can understand that Wemby would make you want to spin the block, but I mean, I think it's going to take some young coaches, and and this is where a guy like Jordy Fernandez. Shout out to Jordy Fernandez, by the way, because these young coaches are starting to get recognition, and they're starting to get Mazzulas and all of these guys. Kenny Atkinson is still a good teacher and a good offensive innovator. Greg Popovich, we know where he has been. Doc Rivers needs to fucking go. I ain't gonna lie. I don't need to see him coaching ever again, bro. Like Doc then had 9 lives in the league.
Yo,
like he like a cat. He need to go.
Yo, real quick, I just want to bring this point up because niggas never hear me on this point. The man Doc Rivers said he wanted to retire after the 3-1 Clippers series. He wanted to retire from then. Do you know how many jobs and seasons and years he been in the league after, bro? The man is burnt
That was
out.
That was over a decade ago, man.
There's players in the league that take contracts even though they're not still good. They like, all right, I'm just gonna be in the league. I gotta make this money.
They offered him a job commentating, and he took it. And then halfway through,
he replaced Adrian Griffin, bro. Like, which I thought was
and then
crazy.
Adrian Griffin, did what he did, and then they called up Doc and was like, "Yo,
Adrian Griffin was 31-13 and then lost his job, man."
Let's think about it too, though, right? If you're Doc Rivers, it goes to the point that you guys were kind of all alluding to, where sometimes you're such a creature of habit that you are absorbed with the lifestyle, and like every time it calls, like you may not want to, but it's so easy for you to go back into it. It's like, why not? Like, for example, the reason why I say that is, for example, him being an announcer, right? I'm pretty sure he still gets paid pretty well, right? He's still doing his thing. But the commodity of having your flight chartered, right? You have charter flights versus you may have to go and get your own tickets, and you got to do this, and you got to do this, and you may have to stay at a hotel that you. While in the meantime, when you just pass it to the team assistant, they doing all that for you. You don't gotta. All you gotta do is show up. And I guess that also that convenience, and they always say the same thing. They miss being around the locker room. You get to talk, like you get to, get to be in your bag, get to be in your environment. You know what I'm saying? And literally, you're getting paid to watch people play basketball. That's the easiest job in the world. Are you kidding me, bro? Like that's the easiest job.
The only job easier than that is the job that Ben Simmons got. Show up for one game, then take the next 2 games off. So realistically, I'm not gonna say what you were gonna say.
real quick, Leaf, on text, but you taking the job for the wrong reasons, bro. Though, bro, you like the locker room. Your charts, your flights are getting chartered. Some of your expenses on your life. No, you taking the job for the wrong. Can you? Because you're an experienced head coach. At this point, they're going. No matter how far away you're from that championship, they're gonna look at you as a championship head coach. So when they bring you in, they're expecting you to be one of the factors to get them over the hump towards a championship. Bro, if your mind is on, okay, these benefits that come with the job are so amazing, instead of, yo, I can help push this company to a higher level, and in turn, that'll push me up in a higher level, then what the fuck is going on here, bro? And why y'all hiring? No, but he is not doing both. He is not doing both. He's not doing both. And he has not been doing both for a long time. And he said it on record that he wanted to retire. It's not like Drew Holiday that said, like, yo, I want to retire, but then he came back and he still balled out and gave you great production to get a chip. No, after that, we've been seeing the decline of how you've been coaching, my brother, and it's been going down slowly but surely, dog. It's okay to bail out, bro. Sometimes, yes, you put a lot of work in the game. But you start to wonder, are the fans still gonna love me, man? Yes, they will. Get out. Why you still can? Why you still got the love?
Yeah, facts, Doc. Don't turn into George Cole. You are Doc. You're
please don't do that. Please don't do that.
Now, George Cole is for different reasons, but all I'm just saying, you don't want to be. Right. You don't want to be in that talk. You don't want to be on that.
You definitely don't want to be in that. And I think that's something that shout out to Don Nelson. Nelly knew it right away. I ain't gonna lie, yo. Nelly is living a good life. He out there growing weed on the farm.
He packed himself pretty fast.
Nelly's wild, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, but Nelly kind of saw the future of the game back in '91 when he ran TMC.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He saw it. You know what I'm saying? He tried to implement it in the way that he wanted to run and Golden State back then. So shout out to Nelly, man. Nelly, he basically had explained, it was on like an interview on HBO. He basically explained, he was like, man, listen, if I got to go through this for years and my health is at risk just coaching, I'm like, yeah, I'd rather walk 10 to 14 years before I'm supposed to walk, man, and then enjoy the rest of my life. And then enjoy the years that what was, man. But you definitely got to look after your health first, man. But shout out to Pop. I know Pop is a lifer of this game. I know Pop is a great teacher of men, like you said. And it's a lot of things that Pop has done in terms of just not just for the game, but just for like being a human. And being in that space where it's like, yo, you know what you got to do, man. Outside of this, you know what you're gonna do outside. And it's like, I'm pretty sure Tony, Manu, and Tim Duncan, David Robinson, they could all call him today. You know, and they'll tell him what's going on, and you know they'll be cool again. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Pop, man. I definitely wish him well.
I've heard even other players speak on how well like he's treated them and been concerned about them. So
absolutely,
you know, the NBA will definitely.
I think Kobe,
Shaq. So
talked about it, bro. A bunch of players.
Yeah, he's an NBA lifer. He's definitely an NBA lifer for sure. But yeah, go ahead.
For real.
Yeah, man. Yeah, so you know, just want to send prayers to Pop because you know if he's not the greatest coach of all time, he's no less than top 2. so he's.
I mean, listen, you can make that argument all day, man. I mean, me personally, if somebody said it, I wouldn't argue with him. I mean, I think Pop, in terms of a teacher of the game. And getting the most out of a lot of guys that we didn't really think outside of the big 3 that we really didn't think was gonna be like effective on the court and everything. Like I think Pop is right up there, man. I mean, don't get me wrong, Phil Jackson definitely got the resume, but Pop, I think in terms of being a teacher, it's not in question at all.
How you feel about Pat Riley?
Pat Riley, I think Pat Riley is another guy. Like he exerted the most out of guys, man. I heard about Pat Riley running like 2 or 3 practices a day, with the Knicks, when he first got to the Knicks and some shit, and like he tried to run them like he ran Magic and Kareem and them, and then them dudes wasn't really up to that and things like that. But Pat is definitely a winner for sure. But I think Pat the thing about Pat is a I want to win by any means type of guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I got my Jordan stoppers. You know, I got my my inside plays. I got my forces and everything. But we gonna win. We gonna win by any means, and then that's that. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's what Pat stand at.
But ain't that the embodiment of winning though? Ain't that the embodiment of sports?
Absolutely. But I think, but in terms of teaching, I think Greg Popovich has all of them beat. Because in terms of teaching the game, in terms of where you need to be, all right, yo, this is how we run. All right, yo, make the smart pass, make the smart play. Yo, okay, you're gonna run the offense, and then we're gonna space it. Going from Tim Duncan in the post, and primarily through him, and then going to Tony Parker, and pick and roll, and high pick and roll, and pick and pop situations, bro. To me, that's all teaching. That's all your teachings, and working your teachings, and seeing the game from a lens where you're basically kind of on the court, but you're the second eye of the players. You know what I'm saying?
And Greg Popovich is like a true like culture setter, bro. Like he sets he set the tone for that culture so much. The day he walked in, it was just nothing but, hey, we're professionals over here. We're doing this the professional way. We're doing this the right way, and we're gonna win.
Well,
that's what.
At the same time, too, Dezo, shout out to Tim Duncan, because all of that doesn't happen without Tim Duncan.
For sure.
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, but
it goes hand in hand.
It goes hand in hand.
Absolutely.
But yeah, man, we got to wrap the show up, man. I would love to. I'd love to.
We already went an extra half an hour over the time.
We did, bro.
We went an extra half an hour over the time.
I ran outside, bro. I had to rewatch some stuff. Because last night, something happened, a spill in the bathroom, so I had to watch some stuff. Come back, I was like, you know what? I ain't missed the show. I'm like, all right, cool, because I forgot y'all was going on. Easy. I told me I was going on. I was just like, oh shit, let me get on. And the voting shit had came up. I'll be honest with you, I ain't really want to get involved in that conversation with the voting shit. This is like one of the most touchiest years to get involved in a voting conversation, bro. Like it's yeah, man. I think I'm gonna vote for city council in the state senate. That's where I'm at. That other shit, I don't know about that.
Hey, that's some good shit. You at least you tap in. You voting for you voting for some shit that could really affect you locally, my nigga. So yo, shout out to my nigga right here, dog.
Nah. But you see, the thing is, easy. I'm voting for some shit that'll affect me locally, like not for the time being, but because remember, I'm trying to relocate, my nigga. So,
it's still for the time though. It's still for the time.
It's still for the time being. But I'm gonna just leave it like it is, and then I'm gonna go over here. I'm be like looking at that shit from far. I'm like, damn, my vote turned out like that. All right, cool. I'm
It'd be like that.
Yeah. Easy. Let the people know where they can find you, man.
Hey, man, you can find me right here. Before anything, smoking my spliff right here on the Hood CNN, the NSB. You gotta come see. Pull up his. Come fuck with your boy. Hey, it's your boy.
Context, man. Let people know where they can find you.
Diddy, you're a nasty man. I'm not gonna hold you. You're nasty man. My fault, Dezo. But I just have to end off with this. You are a nasty man, son. Leaf, give them your thing, and then I'll close out. Leaf, give them your thing, bro. Give them
for flying chicks out, bro. Like I was about to fly. I was about to fly to a chick, but I had to remember, bro. I mess around and get jammed up. So
what was the purpose of this flight? What was the purpose of this flight?
It was business.
No. Leaf, don't listen to Easy,
bro.
I will.
Let the people know.
I will call people.
Leaf,
hold up. So hold up. Easy been trying to pin me for charges, bro, for like over a year, bro. Like I ain't gonna lie.
Easy. Don't stop it. Easy.
Let the people know, man. Let the people know.
I put it in the chat. It's youtube.com/@Leaf4788. I just hit 250 subscribers, not 250,000. I just hit 250 subs. At 500, I will officially be a digital panhandler, bro. So 250 subs. I just hit
halfway to the digital
everybody that's up to the page. Of course, Leaf is the league. That's episodes. I'm gonna start doing Rutgers games because I want Ace Bailey on my team very, very, very badly. And of course, Nets Visual. I already did. I'm up to episode 80. Episode 80 is coming on tonight. I will be in Barclays tonight. So if y'all looking for me, I will be streaming.
It's for the Grizzlies game, right?
Yes, for the Grizzlies game.
Right.
And the only reason why I got invited because this is JTV want to rub it in my face that Zach Edey wasn't the guy, brother. I thought he was. That's
ladies
that's
and gentlemen, Leaf Edey in the building. Leaf Edey in the building.
Yeah. So nah, it ain't Leaf Edey no more. He got drafted to the Grizzlies. So
you Leaf Edey, my nigga. You Leaf Edey, my nigga. No, I did not put up with that shit for months. I can't do it no more. And you're not about to fucking walk back that shit. You Leaf Edey, bro.
Nah. I gotta walk it back.
Until that man flop, you Leaf Edey, bro.
No. The thing is, apparently he's kind of flopping right now because Jay Huff got some minutes last night.
Yeah, Jay Huff is gonna take his spot, bro.
Yeah. Jay Huff put up 17 points in 14 minutes. So Jay Huff is kind of taking his spot.
Yo, Jay Huff is Ryan Anderson with bounce. I'm mad.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
What's going on? I'm seeing bodies.
Ryan Anderson with bounce. That's what he is. That's exactly what it is. So shout out to Jay Huff. Jay Huff is actually working his way into that lineup for sure. I don't think Zach Edey is really in terms of his footing and his placement on the court. I don't think that he's really anchoring the paint like the Grizzlies thought he would be. His screens and everything he does away from the ball is good. I mean, rebounding, hustle. His hands needs to get a little bit better, but I think he'll work out in the league, man. He's definitely trying his hardest. The workouts has been great, but not to get too much on that. But youtube.com/@Leaf4788 is in the chat. It's in the link is in the chat right now. I just put it in there. Leaf is the league. I'm on my way to 500 subscribers. I'm on my way to officially being a digital panhandler. So
what?
So shout out to everybody. So shout out to everybody that subscribe to the page, and shout out to everybody that will subscribe to the page. I will be at the game tonight live. I will be on Restream at the game, doing the game, bro. JTV gonna be talking shit, and I'm gonna be chilling with him and probably some other people, and I'm gonna be with the BK Block. Shout out to the BK Block
for sponsoring the tickets. Salute to Big Fan Breezy or the person that has the quote of the year. You can't buy energy. You got to get some sleep. You can find all these guys on Big Fan Breezy's channel. This is JTV, Oren, Joe, LM, Iceman, all the people you can find. All these characters talking about Nets and Hoop Talk. It's a dope channel. Like and subscribe. Definitely show some love to Big Fan Breezy as well as Leaf channel on Leaf 4788. I know the vibes. Appreciate you, Leaf, for pulling up like always, my guy.
Yeah,
and Diddy, you're a nasty man. I'm gonna end this real quick. Salute to K Irvin Irvin K rocking with us. That boy said that he got an Asian American haircut today. I don't know how different that is from the regular brothers, but let us know, Irvin. It seems like you're happy with that haircut. We might have to go to the agents for haircuts, fellas. But yeah, salute to Irvin for showing us love, always putting in pain.
Shout out to Irvin.
Like, comment, subscribe. It is the No Snooze Button Show, morning show powered by the people for the people. Shout out to the slim girls and the big girls too. Y'all know the vibes. Diddy, you are a nasty man. 10-year-olds. 10-year-old son. We'll talk about that on Monday.
I had no idea about that, but shout out to the tall girls too.
I mean, not Monday, Friday. We'll talk about that on Friday.
Yeah. Shout out to the tall girls too. I was in the laundromat yesterday, and I swear I'm like looking over my shoulder. I'm like, hey, I can't do this. I can't do this right now. I ain't gonna lie. Listen, old girl was about a good 6'4". I ain't gonna lie to you. She was looking like she could look straight at Bobby. I ain't gonna hold you. And like she was up there. So I mean, I gotta tread softly in these streets, man, because Easy been trying to pin me for charges for over a year anyway. So definitely shout out to everybody, man. For sure.
So listen, man. To close up, definitely like, comment, and subscribe. Let us know what's going on in your town, your city, your community, so that way we can get it back to the people. And we're gonna have we got some surprises for y'all, man. There's gonna be some new stuff that's gonna be popping up for sure. So stay in tune. Definitely also like, comment, and subscribe on Ox, the other shows that Ox got. Ox has a show that's coming on tomorrow. What is it? 7 p.m.
7
Pacific.
p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern, Oxen
That's what
Pirate
Oxen
America.
Pirate, yeah.
Special
Oh,
edition
Oxen
election
Pirate.
day.
Yeah. Shout out to Oxen
So they're
Pirate.
gonna be covering election day. So make sure
Also
you
tap
tap in.
into the Champagne Room as well as the Graveyard Shift. Y'all know the vibes. Y'all know where to find the 4-man group at, man. All right, y'all. We're gonna holler at y'all. Oh, Dezo, close it out, pimpin'.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
man. Make sure y'all exit this week the same way I entered it, man. Stay safe. Keep your head on a swivel. Stay dangerous, man. We'll catch y'all Friday.
That's a fact.
All right.
That's a fact.
Hey, you got anything to say? Man? Nah, nothing.
You're not rocking with us today.
No.
You're not rocking with us today.
You know what he